Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Hey all family and friends, out watching our Potter County Battlers compete in tonight's game.
All of us at the Hoven Co-op are behind the athletes, giving it all they've got, every play of the game while striving for the win.
We are cheering for your success tonight.
Not only tonight, but in the classroom, on the farm, wherever your life takes you.
Good luck, Battlers, in tonight's game and all season long.
The Hoven Co-op is proud to support our area youth, the future of this community. Best of luck from the Hoven Co-op. Go Battlers!
Luce, Lucy, and Wreck Funeral Homes are your family-owned businesses ready to help you in your time of need. With businesses in Gettysburg, Falkton, Miller, Highmore, and they service Cheyenne River Reservation. Mandy and Tiffany are there to answer any questions and help you along. Luce, Lucy, and Wreck Funeral Homes proudly support all local sports and activities.
At Plains Commerce Bank, our roots run deep in the plains of South Dakota, where our bankers have been making decisions locally since the 1930s. We're the people in whom you've placed your trust, and we'll be around when you need us.
Hi, this is Kay Kaup, agribusiness banker at Plains Commerce Bank. We take the time to get to know your business and your needs. We offer customized lending, local decision-making, and great service, all important to help you grow your business and reach your dreams.
Plains Commerce Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life, with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Dakota Applicators can transform your space, whether it be a garage, basement, outside patio, or even your living quarters in the house, with their concrete coatings. Epoxy Docs has a concrete coating that will fit your needs. Give Dakota Applicators a call at 605-290-0997 or go online to epoxydocsus.com. Dakota Applicators, a proud supporter of Potter County sports and activities.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Vilas Pharmacies in Gettysburg, Highmore, and Oneida are an independent family-owned business that exists to improve the quality of life for their customers and to make their community great. At Vilas Pharmacies, they work hard to ensure their pharmacists and staff not only assist customers with their needs, but build good relationships that will last for the long haul. If you want a first-class pharmacy experience from a South Dakota independent pharmacy, you've come to the right place. Vilas Pharmacy, a community pharmacy designed for you.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Schlachter Lumber in Gettysburg is a proud supporter of Gettysburg and surrounding community sports and activities. Schlachter Lumber has been serving the area since 1888. When it comes to building, come to Schlachter Lumber. They carry Valspar paints, Midland garage doors, Marvin windows, a large variety of Milwaukee tools. Schlachter Lumber services and repairs all kinds of tools and compressors. They're happy to provide you with a free estimate too. Call Schlachter Lumber at 605-765-9417. Proud to be a part of bringing you this game. Schlachter Lumber in Gettysburg.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
I love the small town feel of everybody being welcoming and knowing who you are. You know that you can walk in anywhere and be greeted and people want to have conversation with you.
Shopping with us locally and filling your prescriptions here at Vilas is a huge benefit to our healthcare system, keeps our revenue local. It's just a great benefit to our entire community.
We have drop-off points in Oneida, Selby, and Hoven. Customers can call their refills in and we get their prescriptions ready and then we send them out to the different stores.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Battler Volleyball is on the air from the Purple Palace in Hoven, South Dakota. Alongside Mike Hobert, this is Jeff Adele reporting. Tonight we have volleyball action between our Potter County Battlers and the Ipswich Tigers. And we should have some good games tonight. Want to give a shout out right away here to Warren LeBeau, our usual partner on these broadcasts. Warren is not here tonight. Warren, I know you're going to, if you can't watch it live, I know you'll watch it later. We miss you. Hope everything's okay, and we look forward to having you back with us again soon. Well, Mike, we should have some good games tonight.
Yeah, it's always something to look forward to, it especially now that we do some streaming for the JV games. It's a good opportunity to see the next generation of players and their development, and even throughout the course of the season. So, and I haven't had a chance to see our JV a whole lot yet this year, so I'm looking forward to seeing the girls and seeing how they're doing. We got a good opponent tonight. Ipswich is good athletic program, good volleyball program. So I think you're right. I think we'll have some good games for us.
Well, let's give you the starting lineups tonight. First for Ipswich, number 4 is Josie Knutson. Number 3 is Anna Neerman. Number 8, Jalissa Hudson. Number 14, Praise Lane. Number 12, Grayson Cadillac. Number 9, Carly Weiser. And the libero is number 1, Charlie Rodden. The Tigers are coached by Trent Osborne, assisted by Laura Oxner. And I would assume that Oxner is going to do most of the coaching for the JV. That's usually how these things work, as that the assistant coach handles the JV games. For the Battlers, number 10 is Mealy Vasquez. Number 1, Finley Hine. Number 3, Brandy Beetlesbacher. Number 5, Alyssa Kaup. Number 8, Addison Grease. Number 4, Rael Pursoon. The Battlers are coached by Wendy Roush, assisted by Samantha Shaw. And again, I assume Shaw is going to handle the coaching here for the JV game. Again, that's usually how that works. So, and as we start, a couple of things. Number one, for any of you folks who are watching from Ipswich, we apologize if we mispronounce somebody's name. We are trying our best. I did ask the coach for pronunciations on the players who are likely to play. And so if we miss some, well, we're sorry. We're doing our best, and we apologize for that. And number two is we are, of course, the Battler announcers, and I don't make any pretense that I would like to see the Battlers win. But at the same time, we do try to give you a fair broadcast, and when your team makes a good play, we try to say that as well. And it looks like we've got both teams wearing white tonight, which is going to be interesting for your announcers.
Well, and especially when one is white and red and one is white and orange.
Yes.
And they actually, both teams have the black shorts, and so yeah, they're going to be almost identical. So we'll just have to keep track of who's on which side. I don't know that I've seen that where the two teams are wearing almost. I'm not so sure it's not even almost the same font on both of them. So it'll be. At least they're not playing basketball. At least this way we get to divide them in half.
Yeah, the good news is they stay on their same side, so it should be a little easier for us. The Battlers are wearing the red shorts. That might help a little bit.
Oh, they are red. I just saw black.
Well, there's the C team, I think, has black. Sure. So some of the ones who are from the C team came up here. So we're just about ready to go. And one thing I also want to do is apologize to Mili Vasquez. I've been pronouncing it Vasquez, and I found out today that it's actually Vasquez. So sorry about that, Mili. But we'll try to do it right from now on.
I also would have said Vasquez, so I'm glad you preempted me before I start down the wrong path.
Well, she was one of the junior Rotarians at Rotary Club today, and she said her name, and I went, oh, I guess she would know how it's pronounced. So I've been doing it wrong. Our officials for tonight are Rosa Junt and Josie Wisemantle. And we sure appreciate their efforts tonight, too. You know, it's easy to criticize the officials, but, you know, there aren't very many of us who could do it, and there aren't very many people who are willing to.
Yeah, Mrs. Wisemantle down here, she's actually a former student of mine, so I've known her for quite a long time.
Josie Knutson serves, and Battler Pursoon tried to handle it, could not really. And we're going to give Knutson an ace on that one.
Yeah, I just got a little deep on Rael that time, a little bit off the biceps.
Knutson serves again, and Pursoon played that, and perhaps shouldn't have. Might have gone out, but I'm never sure either. Sometimes those balls drop really fast.
Yeah, that one did look like it was destined to be out.
But two aces to start the game for Knutson. Battlers will play that one. Kaup to Hein. Bielspacher gets it across. Rodden to Knutson. And there's Neerman. Kaup, Hein, Mili Vasquez. Tigers playing it. And that was Kadlec that got it across. Hein to Bielspacher. Kadlec. Knutson. Neerman. Battlers play it. Hein sets up Vasquez. And that's too strong.
Oh boy, yeah, just outside the line. That's one of those that you were talking about that looked like it was going to be out by more than that, and it did dip at the end and just barely past the line.
Yeah, that's why I never try to predict. Good diving save there by number 8, Addison Grease, but it went out. Good attempt, though.
Yeah, it was a good dig if she could have kept it in.
4-0. Battlers trying to get on the board. And that's one way to do it.
Yeah, the Battler side won't be sad to see Knutson find a different spot.
Mili Vasquez will serve. Yeah, that's, it's got to be so frustrating when you serve one into the net like that, especially when she'd been doing so well.
Yeah, she was on a roll.
Neerman to Knutson to Hudson. Jalissa Hudson with the kill.
Yeah, and that back line for the Battlers is kind of having a hard time reading that ball. That one they left in, and it was a point, and they've let a couple go long.
Anna Neerman serving now. And into the net. So far that's the only points the Battlers have gotten is on serves into the net. 5-2 Ipswich leading. The Battlers will try to change that, of course. We have some substitutes coming in now. Jordan Kaiser, number 5, replacing Addison Grease. And Eve Gable, number 6, will replace Finley Hine. And Eve comes in to serve.
Looks like it, yeah. See if she can get the Battlers some momentum.
Gets it across. Neerman with the kill. No, that's not Neerman. That's number 5. And let's see. Now, I didn't have number 5 in the starting lineup. That's Molly Simon is number 5. And she gets the kill. I didn't catch that when she came in. Sorry about that, folks. Number 8, Jalissa Hudson serving. And again, serving into the net. So Ipswich having some trouble here on their serves.
Yeah, pretty aggressive lines for them on the last couple. You can tell they're trying to drive it in there and just getting on top of it.
Brandy Beetlesbacher with the serve. Knudsen. And Kaiser gets it across for the Battlers. Knudsen sets up Simon. Kaiser to Kaup. And Hine can't handle it as Finley Hine came back in replacing Eve Gable. So Eve apparently just came in to serve. 7-3. Coming in now for Ipswich, Kaylin Onken comes in to serve. She replaced Praise Lang.
We got number 18 is Darby Yost out there for the Tigers too, just in.
Serving was Tristan Gaditz, number 15. Or is that Kaylin Onken? I'm not sure now. Anyway, they get it across. Rodden got it over. Beetlesbacher, and nobody plays it.
There's some miscommunication on the front line there, and some coming up from the back, and a little miscommunication with it.
I believe number 15 is Tristan Gaditz. That's what we're going to go with anyway, and she serves it too long. So 8-4, and again, all of the points the Battlers have so far are on service errors. See if Alyssa Kaup can do something about that. And nope, that goes into the net. We'd have a lot more action if that net wasn't there. That's been goofing up both teams tonight.
Yeah, we have seen quite a few balls into the net already.
Number 12, Grayson Cadlick coming in, replacing Molly Simon. Number 3, Anna Neerman comes back in, replacing Ava Davis. And there's another serve into the net, that one by Grayson Cadlick.
Well, no, Ipswich has the advantage here that if it stays this way, they'll eventually win the game. But we're hoping to see some volley here at some point. If we can maybe see if they'll just maybe lob one over just to get some volley going.
Addison Grease serving.
That's a nice serve.
That was a nice serve. And Neerman got it, and Rodden gets it across. Hine sets up Pursoon. Gaditz got it with the dig. Pursoon to Grease, gets it over. Gaditz, Neerman, Beetlesbacher, Hine gets it across. And the point goes to Ipswich.
Yeah, kind of an oops for Finley the first time there, sending it over, and then some miscommunication in the back.
Number 20 coming into the game now. That must be Nevea Moser, I expect she pronounces it. I'm sorry about that. A timeout is called by the Battlers. And we'll try to learn a few more of these Ipswich names as we take a break.
Now's your chance.
And we're back here. Ipswich, by my count, has used at least 11 players so far in this set, which is a good thing. Actually, it's 12 because I see number 18 out there, and I didn't have her written down, Darby Yost. It's a good thing. It gets everybody more experience and everything. It's just kind of hard on your announcer. Try to keep up. Number 20, Nevaeh Moser serves, and she gets an ace as Kaup can't handle that one.
Yeah, just another one of those where it seems like we're having a hard time reading it coming across. You know, the little indecisive on whether or not to play it, and even that time, Alyssa just seemed a little bit late getting her hands up.
Moser serves, and that one goes out. So 11-6. And coming back in is number 9. That's Carly Weiser. Well, now she goes out because the libero comes back in. That's Charlie Rodden. So really the service error is the only thing keeping the Battlers in the game so far. Rael Pursoon to serve. See if the Battlers can't get something going. Rodden, Gaditz, and there's that is number 8, Jalissa Hudson with the kill.
Probably the best kill we've seen tonight. Good set, and she finished it.
And again, multiple substitutions. Lane comes back in, and Knutson comes back in. And Yost and Gaditz went out. Josie Knutson serves. And too strong.
There's a good read for the Battlers. That one long all the way. They let it go, and another service error for a point. So we'll see if Miley Vasquez can get us started.
Not that way. Each team has made a complete rotation now because Vasquez was the starting server for the Battlers and Knutson was for Ipswich. Now it's number 3, Anna Neerman. 12-7 your score. Ipswich leading. Diving attempt by Pursoon, but she can't get there. Neerman with an ace. 14-7.
And really, for as much trouble as the Battlers have had playing that serve, I mean, it's only a 7-point game. If they could go on a decent run, they'd be right back in it.
And Alexis Kellogg comes in, replacing Rael Pursoon. Vasquez handles that one to Hine, to Beadelsbacher. Neerman, Knutson, pushing it across his lane. Beadelsbacher to Hine, to Kaup. Rodden, Knutson. And getting the kill is number 5, Molly Simon. 15-7.
And right now, the Lady Battlers just don't have they don't have the threat at the net. I mean, there's not anybody that's really going to strike fear with a kill.
Vasquez gets it to Hine, Beadelsbacher. Neerman hits it into the net, and that was an attempted dig, but the dig went into the net, and it's pretty hard to dig it out.
And good for Brandy Beadelsbacher for proving me wrong there, because that was a good kill for the Battlers.
It was.
That seemed like the most difficult ball the Tigers have had to try to handle tonight, so we'll see if the front line can keep the pressure on.
Eve Gable back in. She will serve. I think that's the first point the Battlers had that wasn't a service error.
I think you're right, yeah.
Rodden to Knutson. Gets it to Simon, and that's too long. So 15-9. First time the Battlers have had consecutive points, so we'll see if that can get something started.
You beat me to it. You're right. That's the first time consecutive points. We'll see if they can add to it.
Get the ball rolling down the hill. Rodden to Simon. Beadelsbacher, Kaiser, Knutson. Rodden setting up Simon. Vasquez can't play it.
Yeah, and that's another tough one as to whether that would have stayed in or not. Yeah. But it's too close to let go, especially when you do have the serve. So it's really in between spot for Vasquez.
Yeah, it's one of those you hate to let it bounce, but on the other hand, if you really can't do anything with it, maybe you take the chance.
Well, and if you let it go, it's going to be in.
That's true. That one goes out though. The service error by Jalissa Hudson. 16-10. Randy Beadelsbacher will serve. There's a nice serve. Simon, and it's an ace by Beadelsbacher. First ace for the Battlers tonight, 16-11. Rael Pursoon comes back in for Alexis Kellogg. Rodden, Knutson, and she flips it right over, and Pursoon gets it and keeps it alive for the Battlers, but can't do it again. As Knutson gets the kill. Kind of a soft kill, but you don't get extra points for speed.
Yeah, a tough one. Pursoon was kind of in between as to, I think she was actually on the way down when she hit that, and then Jordan Kaiser just couldn't get to it to keep it in the air.
Tristan Gaditz back in to serve. Beadelsbacher to Hein to Kaup. Gaditz. Yost, and they can't handle it. Yost with kind of a miss-hit there on the set. 17-12. Battlers down 5. Getting a little bit closer.
Yeah, still just a 5-point game, and we have the 8th grader Alyssa Kaup on the serve.
And you'll see her a lot in the varsity game too, I suspect. There's Simon, and that's a kill.
Yeah, impressive kill there. That's I couldn't tell if that was. I think that was Alyssa Kaup on the dig there too. Got hands to it, but that was pretty tough to try to keep that one in play.
I've got 4 kills now for Molly Simon, and she's back to serve. Yeah, that one, I think she had a little trouble on the toss there. It's sort of like tennis. If the toss isn't right, you're not going to serve it right.
Yeah, I think she had both feet back on the floor by the time the ball got back to her, and by that time wasn't much she could do with it other than just hit it straight at the net. So
Addison Grease in to serve. And Gaditz. There's Vasquez getting it over. Simon to Gaditz to Neerman. Grease digs it. Gets it to Kaup, hits it across. Gaditz gets it back. Beadelsbacher. Hein sets up Pursoon. Neerman gets it over. Pursoon gets it back again. Simon setting up Weiser. Vasquez hits it to the side. No good.
Yeah, and if she was aiming for the corner, it was a good spot to be. Just came off the side of the hand.
Yep. Yeah, right idea.
So I didn't see anybody back in that corner for the Tigers, so if she'd have kept it in, it would have been should have been a point.
Carly Weiser to serve. Beadelsbacher to Grease. Can they get it over? Hein does. No,
not quite.
Thought she had it, but should have had a little more spaghetti here that they're serving out here tonight. Doing a spaghetti supper here in Hoven to raise funds for Vern Smith, and we sure appreciate that. Weiser to serve. Beadelsbacher. And they hit it right back. Vasquez. Hein sets it a little too close, and Vasquez wasn't sure what to do with it and really didn't do much of anything. So it's 21-13 as the Battlers call timeout. We will be back after this.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect.
We're back. What we missed was Carly Weiser serving one into the net, and she probably won't mind that we missed that. And Jalissa Hudson just hit one wide, so the Battlers picked up a couple of points. They're down 6, 21-15. Rodden gets it to Gaditz, to Neerman. Kaup into the net. Can they dig it out? No.
Yeah, sorry about that. Lost my focus in the timeout there and let the second ad play, and then I got a little push happy with the buttons after that. So, but we're back. We made it.
Well, Mike Colbert tonight is doing actually 3 jobs. He's running the board, he's doing commentary, and a little while later he'll be doing public address as well. Knutson served it. Beadelsbacher gets it across, and there's a kill for Beadelsbacher.
Yeah, one of the better kills of the night. And you know, Brandy's, she's going to have a good career as a volleyball player. She's just a 5'11 freshman, so a younger player, and she's got good height at 5'11, so she's got a lot of potential as a volleyball player.
Well, we've made 2 complete rotations now as Mili Vasquez is serving again. Rodden, Knudsen, Kaditz, Grease, Hine tried to get it, could not get there. 23-16. Alexis Kellogg comes back in for Rael Pursoon. And a couple of other players are going to come in as well. Gabby Gable in for Brandy Beetlesbacher. And Nuria Holmes comes in, replacing Jordan Kaiser. Nuria O'Lear Holmes.
Yeah, I'll let you try that one the first time, and
well,
I'll go off of your lead.
If it's wrong, it's definitively wrong. Anna Neerman serving. Vasquez to Hine. Kellogg can't get it over. So, the Tigers 1 point away from winning the first set. Neerman serves. Grease. Hine sets up Holmes. Can't play it. So, set number 1 goes to the Tigers by a score of 25-16. We will be back for set 2 after this.
Didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
We are back here getting ready for set number 2. In set number 1, Ipswich won 25-16. Molly Simon kind of led the way there with 4 kills. And Josie Knudsen had 2 aces and 1 kill. And Knudsen really kind of set the tone with 2 aces to start the game.
Yeah, the Tiger girls have some size up there. You know, Weiser had... a couple either kills or attempts at it. She was hitting the ball hard, and like I said, Neerman and Knudsen. So they've got some pretty tough hitters up front.
Brandy Beetlesbacher led the way for the Battlers with 2 kills and an ace. And it looks like we have pretty much the same starting lineups as we had for the first set out there. For Ipswich, it is Knudsen, Neerman, Hudson, Lang, Cadillac, and Weiser. But now here comes Charlie Rodden, the libero, coming in for Weiser. For the Battlers, it's Vasquez, Beetlesbacher, Grease, Kaup, Pursoon, and Hine. Vasquez will serve. Start our second set.
Yeah, had her best serve of the night right at the end of the first game.
Knudsen sets up Neerman, but it goes into the net. So the Battlers get the first point this time. The Battlers really kind of all year have had trouble getting off to slow starts, so maybe this will get them going here.
Yeah, and that's really what it seemed like.
Neerman to Knudsen, and that was Hudson that got it over, and point to the Battlers.
Yeah, Rodden just couldn't quite make the play, and like you said, a good start for Potter County, up to a 2-0 lead, keeping the serve, and Mealy's doing a good job.
And, she varies where she serves from. She doesn't always stay in the same spot. Lane gets that one over. Hine to Grease, to Kaup. Rodden digs it to Neerman, and that was Hudson. Hudson gets the kill as Kaup can't handle it.
It just got underneath it, couldn't get the air, and looks like we're going to have Neerman on the serve for Ipswich.
As Molly Simon comes in for Grayson Cadleck. Vasquez digs it. Hine to Kaup, but mistimed her jump there a little bit.
Yeah, that's got to be tough. I mean, Alyssa's not the tallest player up front, and so it's a little bit tougher to keep that angle to get the ball over the net when you're that close to it.
2-2.
Got to get a little more altitude.
Hine gets it to Beetlesbacher. Rodden digs it to Knudsen. To Weiser. Or no, it's not Weiser. I didn't catch who it was. It was Simon. Okay, here's Knudsen. And there's Lang. Pursoon gets it to Hine, gets it over. Knudsen. Lang. No, I messed it up again. Hudson hit it into the net. I apologize to you folks from Ipswich.
Yeah, a couple nice digs that volley, one for Addison Grease, one for Amelia Vasquez, and they put it over, and Ipswich just seemed a little bit out of sorts trying to get it back off balance, and the set wasn't quite where she wanted it. And
Ava Davis go ahead.
No, you're good.
Ava Davis came in for Ipswich. Eve Gable and Jordan Kaiser in for the Battlers. Gable serves. Rodden, Knudsen, and Hudson hits it into the net.
Yeah, good serve for Eve Gable that time. I think she had it in the net last time, first game when she came in to serve. So
4-2 Battlers leading. Rodden, Knudsen, and Lang can't handle it. So it's 5-2. Battlers on a roll here. 3 points in a row.
Yeah, good early lead for Potter County. Definitely a lot more in sync than they seemed in the first game.
Gable with the serve. Simon, Knudsen, back to Simon. Pursoon digs it to Kaiser. Kaup gets it over. Rodden to Knudsen. Simon again hitting into the net. 6-2 Battlers up.
Yeah, Eve Gable, I think, has the longest run of serve of the night so far for the Battlers.
I'm sure that's right. Hudson got it to Knudsen, and Simon with some power behind it.
Well,
not so much aim, but
if you're going to go long, that's the way to do it. At least it gives you something to talk about.
And the Tigers call timeout. And yeah, that's, when it's going downhill like that, sometimes you just need a little smile to break the tension. But let's take a little break here, and we'll be back after this.
Make sure your grass is always greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find the mower or utility tractor that will help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out the John Deere Z-Track mowers, or take a load off with a new utility tractor with attachments available to help you with your projects of all sizes. Go green this summer at C&B. Learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com.
Real tractors are green.
This is what matters.
I'm not sure how wide our camera angle is here, but Molly Simon almost made a basket on that last hit of hers. It would have been cool. It wouldn't have counted for anything, but it would have been cool. Eve Gable serving. Knudsen sets up Hudson, and there's a kill for Jalissa Hudson.
Well, and even if it wouldn't have counted, those are the stories, when you meet up at a reunion. Remember that one time in Holbrook?
Yep, that's right.
And she would anyway.
Oh, absolutely. I think probably the whole team would have remembered that if that would have gone through the basket. Charlie Rodden serving the libero. Beetlesbacher can't handle it, so an ace for Rodden. 7-4.
Yeah, really important for the Battlers to kind of stop the bleeding here a little bit. They were on a good run, built up a nice lead. You want to keep this serve short for the Tigers.
Yep, that's for sure. Rodden serves. And that one goes a little long, so a free point for the Battlers. That helps them out a lot.
I'm not so sure she wasn't across the line on that one even.
Grease in for Kaiser. Beetlesbacher to serve. 8-4 Battlers leading. Good serve. And they have a little trouble handling it, but they get it across with Knudsen, and it falls in.
Boy, really too bad, because like you said, that was a nice serve, and Hudson almost had to decide at the last second whether she was going to play that or not, and made the decision and it turned out to be the right one. They got the point.
Yeah, as fell right in the middle of about the whole team there, and
that was,
nobody came forward to play it.
And I think it was going to be in.
I do too. Kaiser back in for Grease. Gaditz serving. Beadlesbacher. Kaiser gets it over. And the point goes to the Battlers as an illegal hit called on Darby Yost, which there wasn't really much Darby could do with that one.
No, and really a nice reaction play by Jordan Kaiser. Had some kind of a mix-up in the back row, and she got a hand to it and put it over and put the pressure on the Ipswich side right away.
Sometimes you just got to make sure you get the ball back over the net. It doesn't have to look pretty.
Yeah, I think it caught the Tigers off guard because it was on the second hit.
Alyssa Kaup serving. Rodden. Gaditz. Weiser, too strong. Well, wait a minute. We got somebody in the net for the Battlers, I think. Well, I didn't see what they... Yep, they're calling somebody. I didn't see a number, but somebody was in the net for the Battlers. So the point goes to Ipswich.
I missed that.
Grayson Cadlett coming back in, and also Anna Neerman. Going out are Simon and Davis. Cadlett serves. Kaup digs it. Kaiser sets up Pursoon, gets it over. Gaditz. And Neerman hits it into the net. So 10-6, Battlers leading. Addison Grease comes back in for Jordan Kaiser. Grease will serve. And Hudson digs it, but hits it into the net. Oh, that was Neerman that dug it.
Yeah, it carried a little too far.
Couldn't get it out of the net, which is a tough thing to do, try to play it off the net. 11-6, Grease serves. Gaditz hits it across. Beadlesbacher to Hines, sets up Vasquez. Neerman gets it over. Beadlesbacher to Kaup, to Pursoon. Cadillac hits it across. Beadlesbacher tries to dig it, can't handle it.
That's our first dreaded ball in the rafters this evening.
Yes.
We haven't seen one just yet, and that would have been a tough play no matter what.
It would have. Nevaeh Moser serving. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Hovind Gym, they do have a series of rafters up in the top. Sometimes that ball gets pinballing around up there. Hine to Pursoon, but Pursoon can't handle it. 11-8 is Ipswich getting back into this thing.
Yeah,
not that they were that far out, but
they're closing the gap.
Moser serving. A short serve, but it worked. And Hudson with the kill.
Yeah, Alyssa was almost able to play that from flat on her stomach there, and it came right back to her.
Beadlesbacher gets it across, but right there to handle it is Jalissa Hudson.
Yeah, nice play there. Nothing, not a whole lot of force behind it, but she put it right where it needed to be.
She has 6 kills tonight. The Battler lead down to a single point, 11-10. We'll take a break. Be back after this.
This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Acres Ahead is back.
We are back. And we want to thank all of our sponsors here on these games, and we ask that you would let them know that you appreciate their sponsorship of these games, because we could not be on the air without them. So be sure to thank them. Nevaeh Moser serving. Beadlesbacher. Pursoon tried to get off across, and so did Vasquez, but I think they said Pursoon was in the net or across the line.
I think Ryle was in the net, yep. So now we got a tie game, so we're starting over.
We do, 11-11. Alexis Kellogg in for Pursoon. Moser on a roll here serving. And that one was going to drop in, and Grease tried to play it, could not.
Yeah, and Moser's not really doing anything, all that difficult to handle, but she's getting it over. And actually her first serve, I remember, just barely cleared the net.
Well, she's hitting it in the right spot, though, until that one.
Yeah, it put the jinx on her. And that was very similar to her first one, only the first one just kind of crept over, and so she ended up with a pretty good run considering.
Alexis Kellogg to serve. Moser, Gaditz throws it across. Grease. Hine tries to play it out of the net, cannot do so. And Ipswich back up by 1, 13-12. That's the biggest lead they've had in this set is 1 point. They've had that once before, and now they have it again. Coming in are Praise Lang and and Josie Knudsen. Going out is Darby Yost, along with Tristan Gaditz. And Knudsen serves. Kaup to Hine. Beetlesbacher gets it over. Hudson hit that one over. Beetlesbacher finds the spot. Her third kill of the night. First one in this set. Yep, back even at 13.
Nice kill for Brandy and get the serve back, and we're back to Mealy Vasquez.
Moser, Knudsen, Neerman gets it over. Vasquez to Hine, to Kaup. Neerman, Knudsen, back to Neerman. It'll pop up there. Grease handles it to Hine. Beetlesbacher finds an opening. Brandy, 2 kills in a row here.
Yeah, right over the top of Josie Knudsen. That time just couldn't get her hands up quite fast enough, and the Lady Battlers find themselves back in the lead.
Carly Weiser kind of came back in. She came back in, but was immediately replaced by the libero, Charlie Rodden. Vasquez serving. Rodden, Knudsen, and Lang hits it into the net. So the Battlers with 3 consecutive points, up by 2, 15-13.
And Ipswich has been pretty technically sound tonight. One of the few unforced errors of the evening.
Vasquez serves it to I thought Rodden was going to play it, and then she thought that Neerman was going to play it, and there's an ace from Mealy Vasquez.
Yeah, and that's allowed the Lady Battlers a chance to open up a little bit of a lead, 16-13 here. So.
Only the second ace of the night by my count for the Battlers, but it came at a good time. Rodden, Knudsen, Neerman gets it over. Kellogg. Hine sets up Beetlesbacher, and she hits the right spot. Beetlesbacher with her 5th kill of the night, 17-13. If we can get Brandy hot, that's really going to help.
Yeah, and kind of had Hudson in between. She went up for a block and able to play it to the side.
And we have a hold up here. Oh, shoelace.
Well,
okay.
if we're going to tie one, we just know they're...
And 2 people with shoelaces.
Okay. Won there. So Grayson Cadillac won the shoe tying race there.
Maybe the other 4 better check. Vasquez to serve. And that one goes wide. The old pretend to tie your shoe to break the momentum trick.
I was going to say, it's like calling a timeout in the batter's box there. Just threw Mealy off a little bit. So
17-14. Anna Neerman to serve. Short serve. Vasquez tries to dig it, but it goes wide. Good effort by Mealy. There's an ace for Anna Neerman.
And I will say we're well into the second set before I made my first baseball reference. So.
There's Vasquez to Hine, to Beetlesbacher, Knudsen to Rodden. Simon gets it across. Kellogg, Hine, Kaup, blocked. We'll give that one to Hudson.
Hudson, yep, and she missed one a few plays ago on a kill from Beetlesbacher and was able to get her hands in front of that one.
The lead down to a single point as Neerman serves into the net, so the Battlers get a break there.
Well, and that was going to be dangerously close to getting over, and if it was, Alyssa Kaup was there, but I'm not sure there's a whole lot she could have done with it. So
Jordan Kaiser and Eve Gable back in. Finley Hine and didn't catch who out. Addison Grease went out. Eve Gable to serve.
She served well last time.
Battlers up 2. Simon to Knutson. Back to Simon. Kellogg with a good dig, but it hit up in the rafters, and nothing the Battlers could do about it.
Yeah, you're just not expecting that ball to shoot back at you faster than it went up, and
so we'll give Simon a kill on that, but really a tough break for the Battlers. But it is what it is. The rafters are the same for both teams. Rawdon serves it. Kellogg with the dig up into the rafters again, but this time didn't hit much. Hits across, and Battlers get the point as they can't play it out of the net. 19-17. Rael Pursoon coming back in for Alexis Kellogg. And it's got to be hard for the Battlers. I mean, you can say you should be familiar with the court, but they also play in Gettysburg, and that has a much higher ceiling.
Right, yeah, and they practice here, but it's just not the same as your games. And
Kaup to Hine, back to Kaup. Simon. Rawdon can't handle it. Tried to do a back set, but nobody was back there. They had all come up to the net.
And tonight's our third game in Hoven this year, but it's also the last one, so if they are getting used to it, then they'll have to wait until next year before they play up here again.
There you go. Battlers leading 2017. We'll be back.
Agtegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local Agtegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Agtegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
We are back. Brandy Beetlesbacher to serve for the Battlers. They're up 20-17 in set number 2. Ipswich won set 1, 25-16. The Battlers need this one to keep it going. Rawdon. And Ava Davis can't get it across. Well, she got it across technically. It just went under the net instead of over.
Technicality.
21-17. Beetlesbacher to serve again. Weiser into the net. So it's 22-17. Battlers needing 3.
Yep, Brandy's in a good rhythm. She's getting it and putting it over, keeping the pressure on.
And got another one over. And Knutson gets it across. Beetlesbacher to Hine. Pursoon gets it across. Simon to Knutson. To Lang. Vasquez. Hine gets it over, and point to the Battlers because Ipswich was in the net. I'm not sure which one they called. There were 2 of them right around there.
And really an impressive run to hopefully finish the set here. I mean, it was, I believe 19-17 at one point when Brandy started serving, and they've been on a run ever since.
Knutson to Lang, and a little miscommunication there between Lang and Weiser, and the Battlers are serving for the set. 24-17. Davis, Knutson, Simon, Beetlesbacher, Hine gets it. Can they get it across? Yes, Kaup does. Rawdon, Knutson sets up Simon, too strong. So the Battlers come back to take set number 2, 25-17. We are tied 1 set apiece, so we will go to a tie-breaking set, and we will have that right after this.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic! Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Hey all family and friends, out watching our Potter County Battlers compete in tonight's game.
All of us at the Hoven Co-op are behind the athletes, giving it all they've got, every play of the game while striving for the win.
We are cheering for your success tonight.
Not only tonight, but in the classroom, on the farm, wherever your life takes you.
Good luck, Battlers, in tonight's game and all season long.
The Hoven Co-op is proud to support our area youth, the future of this community. Best of luck from the Hoven Co-op. Go Battlers!
Luce, Lucy, and Wreck Funeral Homes are your family-owned businesses ready to help you in your time of need. With businesses in Gettysburg, Falkton, Miller, Highmore, and they service Cheyenne River Reservation. Mandy and Tiffany are there to answer any questions and help you along. Luce, Lucy, and Wreck Funeral Homes proudly support all local sports and activities.
At Plains Commerce Bank, our roots run deep in the plains of South Dakota, where our bankers have been making decisions locally since the 1930s. We're the people in whom you've placed your trust, and we'll be around when you need us.
Hi, this is Kay Kaup, Agribusiness Banker at Plains Commerce Bank. We take the time to get to know your business and your needs. We offer customized lending, local decision-making, and great service, all important to help you grow your business and reach your dreams.
Plains Commerce Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we are back for the third and deciding set. A little bit different setup for both squads. For the Battlers, Finley Hine is not starting this one. Addison Grease is. It's Tristan Gaditz serving to start it off for Tigers, and she serves it into the net. Also in there who was not starting in the other sets is Nevaeh Moser. Both of those players played, and again, so did Jordan Kaiser, but they weren't starting the set the other times. 1-0 Battlers as Mealy Vasquez serves. Rodden. Gaditz tried to play it out of the net, could not do so. 2-0 Battlers.
Nice to see that momentum carry over. The Battlers performed well, and actually even when they lost the lead in the middle of the last set, they were able to come back and finish really strong.
That's Gaditz setting up Hudson, but it's too strong. 3-0 Battlers. The third set only goes to 15 points. So nice to get an early lead. Vasquez serves. Moser to Hudson. Gaditz gets it across. Vasquez. A short set. Kaiser and Bielsbacher with a nice play to keep it alive. Run to Gaditz. To Nierman. Oh, nice play by Bielsbacher. Oh! That was Pursoon that had a nice play, and also Grease with a good attempt.
Yep. Yeah, and that's, I was going to comment that, that first game for the Lady Battlers, just kind of some miscommunication, running into each other a few plays, and we just haven't seen that these last two games, so they've really cleaned it up.
Anna Nierman serves into the net. So Battlers back up by 3, 4-1. Ava Davis coming in for Nierman. Jordan Kaiser will serve for the Battlers. Gets it over. Rodden. Gaditz. Hudson. There's Kaup to Grease, gets it over. Gaditz to Simon, but into the net. 5-1.
Yeah, just like that, they're a third of the way there, and it just puts a lot of pressure on the other team when you know you only have 10 points to play with here.
Kaiser in the net on that one. Had we seen Kaiser serve in either of the first two sets? I don't recall
think
it.
So. I noticed when she put that first one, it was kind of a high arcing serve, and then that one she tried to drive in there and just caught the top of the net. Timing was off a little bit.
Yeah. Charlie Rodden serves for Ipswich. Vasquez. Kaiser. Kaup gets it over, and there it is. Found a good spot. 6-2.
Brandy Bielsbacher to serve, and she really closed out the second set really strong.
See if she can keep it going here in set number 3. Rodden to Lang. Back to Rodden. Kaiser, Grease. Pursoon gets it over. Gaditz, Weiser, Vasquez, and good play by Kaiser. Pursoon to Kaup. Wow, lots of action here. Simon to Weiser. Oh, and then a miscommunication. That's what you were talking about before.
Yeah, and just a mistake for Alyssa Kaup there. She alerted Pursoon that she was going to play the ball behind her, and then when Real tried to let it go, Alyssa wasn't in a position to play it. So just, aggressive for the 8th grader, which you can appreciate, but she just wasn't able to make the play that she said she was going to play.
Like a pop fly between the infield and the outfield. Who's got it? There's my baseball reference. And there is an ace for Grayson Cadleck as the lead is suddenly back down to 2, 6-4. Kaiser, Beadle-Spocker, Cadleck to Simon, and just a little tip, but it worked. And the Battlers call timeout. Their lead is down to a single point at 6-5. We'll be back after this.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
We are back. Battlers in the third set lead by a single point, 6-5. Ipswich kind of on a roll here. I believe they've had 3 points in a row. And serving is number 12, Grayson Cadleck. Beadle-Spocker to Kaiser. Pursoon gets it, well, almost got it across. It was an illegal hit anyway, as called her for a lift.
Yeah, just couldn't quite reach it.
Yeah. So we're tied at 6. First one to get 9 more is going to win because we only go to 15. Cadleck moves over to the right corner to serve this one. Kaup, Beadle-Spocker, Kaiser, into the net.
And it'll be interesting to see, for Potter County, they're struggling right now, and you got some young girls out there kind of looking, and somebody's got to make a play, so we'll see who's able to step up and do that.
Yep, that's how you stop the momentum, is make a play, or you get a break.
Yeah, and hopefully they can take advantage of it, because that's, I think the Tigers had rattled off about 5 points in a row there. And
Cadleck had been serving really well till then.
See if Alyssa can go on a run.
Alyssa Kaup serves. Rawdon. Cadleck. Weiser. And it's blocked by Rael Pursoon.
I think that's the first block of the night. At least the first one I remember. And Pursoon strong. And that's what we're talking about. One of the older players stepping up and making a play.
Kaup serves. Cadleck gets it across. Kaup to Kaiser. Pursoon, blocked by Weiser, but the Battlers keep it alive. Vasquez gets it over. Rawdon, Cadleck to Simon. Kaiser with a dive. Reese keeps it alive. Kaup can't get it over.
And really too bad, because there was a nice build-up to get to that set.
Yes. Some good, and that, the effort has been there, even when they've made some mistakes. The effort has been there.
Well, and some of that's, you have some younger players, and it's a tight spot. It's a third set, and nerves are going to play a role in that too.
Moser serves. Beadle-Spocker, Grease, Kaup, too strong. Yep. Ipswich takes the lead 9-8. I believe their first lead of the set. And you talk about the nerves, people will say, well, it's only a JV game, but to the players out there, this is just as important as the varsity game or any game.
Yeah, there's no doubt. This is their game.
Vasquez. And the kill from Ely Vasquez. Ties it back up at 9.
And again, one of those older players. Neely's a senior, and you have Rael Pursoon in there as a junior, I believe.
Addison Grease, serve is wide. So Ipswich right back up 10-9. And again, this one only goes up to 15, so it's important that the Battlers don't let Ipswich get on a roll here. Carly Weiser will serve.
And really a good competitive match all the way through.
Kaup gets it over. Nierman, Kadlec, Weiser. That wasn't Weiser, that was Nierman. And the point goes to Ipswich. Weiser serving. 11-9. Beetlesbacher with the dive but can't handle it. Weiser with an ace, her first ace of the match. And the Battlers call timeout. That's their last timeout. We'll hope it works for them. We'll be back after this.
At Northern State University.
And we're back. Ipswich 3 points away from taking the set. They lead 12-9. And if they take the set, they take the match. Carly Weiser serving. She served the last 3 points for Ipswich. Correction, the last 2 points. This will be her third. And it goes long. So the timeout works for the moment for the Battlers.
Yeah, and you know, there's something to that. A chance to, ice the kicker sort of thing where give him a break and makes a mistake.
Pursoon with an ace. And also just kind of gives you a chance to regroup a little bit, just so that the momentum doesn't keep rolling you down the hill.
Well, and you have a couple positive plays right after.
Pursoon serves, Moser. Kadlec gets it across. Beetlesbacher to Kaiser, back to Beetlesbacher. Moser with the diving save. Nierman gets it over, might have gone out, but Kaiser plays it to Kaup. And it's in! Alyssa Kaup. We're back even, 12 apiece.
And Kadlec had one over there a few plays ago that she decided to play and was kind of in between and decided to let that one go, and sure enough, it drops.
Pursoon serves, Moser. Into the net, can they get it out? No! Battlers up 13-12, and Ipswich calls time. So up by 1. We'll be back after this.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
And we're back. Raelle Pursoon ready to serve. Battlers up by a single point. Nierman. Kadlec back to Nierman. Kaup. Kaiser sets up Vasquez. Gets it over. Simon to that's Hudson gets it across into the rafters. And the Battlers can't play it. So we're tied at 13. Now you do have to win by 2. So it's possible that 15 won't be enough. We'll have to see.
And the way they've gone back and forth, that seems to be where they're headed.
Obviously, if Ipswich gets the next 2, that'll be it. Gadit serves. And it's an ace as Pursoon couldn't quite decide which way to take it.
Yeah, she'd like to have that one back.
Yeah. First ace for Gaditz that I have for her. 14-13. And folks, my stats are unofficial. I'm doing the best I can. If you think I've cheated your player, it wasn't on purpose. Kaup to Grease. Kaiser gets it over. And there's Hudson getting it across. Beetlesbacher back to Beetlesbacher. Moser, Gaditz, Nierman into the net. So 15 is not going to be enough because we're tied at 14 and you have to win by 2.
Yeah, and we've seen that from Neerman a couple times tonight, where you off the left-handed player and just comes off the side.
Neely Vasquez will serve, and she's the one the Battlers always set up to start serving, so they obviously have confidence in her. Rodden, Gaditz, sets up Knutson, Kaup, Kaiser, back to Kaup, gets it over, and we have a whistle. The point goes to the Battlers. We had somebody across the line.
And I couldn't tell who it was. I didn't notice it, I guess, so I'm not sure who had the infraction, but you got match point here.
Yes, Vasquez serving for the match. Wadden, Gaditz, Hudson, too long. So the Battlers win a tough, hard-fought match here. 16-14 goes the final set. Ipswich wins the first set 25-16. Potter County the second 25-17. And Potter County wins the third set 16-14. We'll recap this in just a second. I'm going to stand up because Mike Hobart needs to get down to do the public address announcing it's Parents' Night here tonight. And they are going to honor parents for both volleyball and cross country. And we'll leave the microphone on and try to pick up some of that if we can once that gets started. I'm not sure how well the public address carries over these microphones, but we'll try it. But recapping the match, the Battlers really didn't have any one outstanding player. Brandy Beetlesbacher probably was the closest. She had 5 kills and an ace. But it was just a really good team effort for the Battlers tonight. For Ipswich, Jalissa Hudson led the way with 7 kills, and Molly Simon had 6. But what I want to emphasize, and you folks in Ipswich know this, Ipswich plays a lot of players, and that's why I was struggling for names sometimes, because they played at least 12 players in this match tonight, and they were regularly rotating them in and out. There wasn't anybody who just played as a token appearance. It was in and out and in and out. And, you know, that helps you. Just hang on a second, folks. I thought we'd try to pick up some of the Parents' Night stuff. Okay, you're good. Okay, just talking with our engineer here, Mike Schlachter, who's been helping push buttons and such. And, you know, that really, you might not win as many JV games when you play that many players, but you're going to build a team for the future. And so Ipswich doing a good job there for that, getting a lot of players some playing time. And, of course, a lot of the Battler players who didn't play on the JV played a lot in the C game, and so that makes a difference too. And they are good to go on that. We're going to leave the microphones open here during Parents' Night, and Mike Hobart is starting to do the announcing for that. And so we're going to just set the mic down here and see what we can pick up from that.
This year, 8th grade volleyball players were moved up so we could form a C team, so they will also be acknowledged at this time. We will start with our seniors and work our way down. So we start with volleyball player Caden Cronin, parents Kelly and Brandon Nagel. Volleyball player Greta Gable, daughter of April and Mark Gable. Cross-country runner Nicholas Schlachter and cross-country runner and volleyball player Emma Schlachter. Son and daughter of Julian and Mike Schlachter.
Cross-country runner Sean Sire, son of Heidi and Tim Sire. Volleyball player Amelie Vasquez, daughter of Julio and the late Norma Vasquez. Now for our juniors. Volleyball stat, Madison Alexander. Parents Melissa Schneider and Chad Alexander. Volleyball stat, Braden Bieber, daughter of Chrissy and Brooke Bieber. Volleyball stat, Megan Jager, daughter of Jennifer and Michael Jager. Volleyball player Ava Larson, daughter of Katie and Tony Larson. Volleyball player Zoe Menke, daughter of Shelly Bassett and Melissa and Danny Menke. Volleyball player and cross-country runner Ryan Pursoon, daughter of Kelly and Ryan Pursoon. Volleyball player Taylor Roush, daughter of Wendy and Neil Roush. Cross-country runners Fernando Rivero and Seth Van Oosterhout, with host parents Jessica and Doug Larson. And now for our sophomores. Cross-country runners, Jaden Allmeyer and Paige Allmeyer, daughters of Trish and Scott Allmeyer. Cross-country runner Jaron Chase, son of Chandra and Jeremiah Chase, accompanied this evening by Jessica Larson. Volleyball player Uriah Alier Holmes, host parents Anna, and I don't have last name. Okay. Anna and Justin Lacey, thank you. Volleyball player Maya Johnson, daughter of Amber DeRucci, Rick Markwick. And volleyball player Bethany Schwingler, daughter of Amber Garushi and Mike Schwingler. Cross-country runner Danica Cow, daughter of Kay and Jason Cow. Cross-country runner Peyton Stevens and cross-country runner and volleyball player J.C. Stevens, daughters of Tracy and Shane Stevens. And now for our freshmen. Volleyball player Brandy Beetlesbacher, daughter of Rhonda and Devin Beetlesbacher. Volleyball player Gabby Gable, daughter of Kim and Mike Gable. Volleyball player Addison Grease, daughter of Ashley and Andy Grease. Cross-country runner Michael Jaeger, son of Mike and Jennifer Jaeger. Volleyball player Alexis Kellogg, daughter of Bonnie and Paul Kellogg. And now for our 8th graders. Volleyball player Eve Gable, daughter of Andrea and Jeff Gable. Volleyball player Finley Hine, daughter of Tricia and Corey Hine. Volleyball player Jordan Kaiser, daughter of Amanda and Mikey Kaiser. Volleyball player Alyssa Cow, daughter of Tammy and Colby Cow. Volleyball player Kylie Phillips, daughter of Vanessa and Kyle Phillips. And now to recognize our coaches, head cross-country coach, Jessica Larson, and husband Doug Larson. Our head volleyball coach, Wendy Roush, husband Neil Roush. Assistant volleyball coach, Samantha Shaw, husband Eric Butts. And our middle school volleyball coach, Katrina Smith, who cannot be here this evening. Let's have a round of applause for our players and parents.
All right, we sure hope you could pick that up, as we sure want to recognize all of the parents. They do a lot to make sure these kids can get to all the games and all the practices. That's even more important. It's easy to get to the games. Getting them to all the practices is even more important. And of course, you know, there are camps in the off season, and there's equipment to buy, and there's all kinds of things that go on. So we sure do appreciate all the parents, and we wanted to recognize them tonight along with their kids. And as you noticed, we also have some exchange students involved in sports, and we are glad to have them and their host families as well. So for right now, we are going to turn down the microphones, and we are going to we'll leave it. We'll leave it on at least until somebody comes up here, and maybe we'll run some commercials. Maybe when Mike Schlachter or Mike Hobart get back up here, they'll decide to go to commercials. We still got at least 15 minutes before we start the varsity game. And so we will be back after this, and hope you enjoy the games. Well, we are back here in Ipswich for the varsity match tonight between the Ipswich Tigers and the Potter County Battlers. And this is Jeff Adele. We will have Mike Holbert with us in just a little bit. He's been doing double duty tonight as he was doing the public address as well. And as you heard if you were with us, it's Parents' Night tonight. This should be a fairly even match. Ipswich comes in with a record of 3-12, but they beat a fairly good North Central team in their last match, so they may be improving and maybe more than that, better than that 3-11 record, 3-12 record would indicate. The Battlers come in with a record of 5-11. Their last match they lost to Sully Buttes Tuesday night in 4 sets, and I really feel like the Battlers are improving, even though it isn't showing up in the one-loss column yet. But they have been winning some sets. They won a set from a good Stanley County team last week, and they won a set from a good Sully Buttes team Tuesday night. So they are improving right along, and hopefully they will peak at the right time when the tournaments come around. Giving you some upcoming Battler games. Well, we'll do that later on. First, let's make sure we have time for this. Well, we'll do it now. Upcoming events for the Battlers. Tomorrow night, the Battlers football team is in Frederick to play Loyola Frederick. Saturday, the Battler volleyball team is in Redfield for a tournament, and the Battler cross-country team is in Highmore for a meet there. Monday night, the JV football team is in Faulkton, and the middle school football team is at Stanley County. Tuesday, the Battlers are back in action in volleyball as they will play Harriet Selby area. That's in Gettysburg. That will be the next game that we broadcast for you. Wednesday, Potter County will take part in the conference meet in Gettysburg, and that one will also be live streamed. And a week from tomorrow, the Battlers are in action in Harriet against Harriet Selby area. Let's go through the starting lineups here for this match. First for the Ipswich Lady Tigers. Number 7, a 5'8 sophomore, Natalie Chrisman. Number 11, a 5'5 sophomore, Gabby Wald. Number 15, a 5'10 junior, Kaylin Onken. Number 5, a 5'10 sophomore, Marley Guthmiller. Number 10, a 5'5 junior, Reagan Bowers. Number 16, a 5'5 sophomore, Brianna Gaditz. And the libero, number 2, a 5'3 junior, Catherine Kilbert. So Ipswich with a very young team. No seniors on the team. The Tigers are coached by Trent Osborne, assisted by Laura Oxner. For the Battler starting lineup, they have number 11, a 5'11 junior, Taylon Roush. Number 15, a 5'8 junior, Zoe Menke. Number 2, a 5'8 junior, Ava Larson. Number 14, a 6-foot senior, Caden Cronin. Number 7, a 5'8 sophomore, Emma Schlachter. And number 6, a 5'5 senior, Greta Gable. Battlers are coached by Wendy Roush, assisted by Samantha Shaw. So again, neither team with a particularly impressive one-loss record, but both teams perhaps playing a little better than that record would indicate, and perhaps a very evenly matched game tonight. We will see.
5'10 junior, number 15, Kaylin Unkin. And a 5'5 sophomore, number 16, Brianna.
They are doing the player introductions here on the court.
The Tigers are coached by Trent Osborne, assisted by Laura Oxner. Athletic Director Dan Newst, Superintendent Trent Osborne.
Mike Holbert on the public address, and he'll be coming up here to join us on the broadcast in a little while. As they now introduce the Battlers. The officials for tonight are Rosa Junt and Josie Wisemantle.
5'8 junior, number 2, Ava Larson.
This will be the last volleyball match of the season played up here in Holven. The rest of them will be in Gettysburg. And of course, we'll have some basketball up here from Holven once basketball season starts. So this is not our last trip to Holven, and we're always happy to come up here. It's always fun to come up here to Holven. Very nice town. They always treat us well. And I did hear from Warren LeBeau. He said he is listening tonight and watching. So Warren, good to hear from you. Hope you're doing okay. We look forward to having you back with us next week.
The 5'8" junior, number 15, Zoe.
Have a good crowd here tonight. Of course, this is Parents' Night. That tends to bring a little bigger crowd. But we also have a good number of students here tonight. Good student section. And we're going to have the national anthem here in just a moment. Looks like we have a fairly good group here from Hoven.
Your officials tonight are Kelsey Wisemantel and Rosa.
Looks like 10 of them there singing. If I can count that high, didn't have to take off my shoes, so that was a plus.
Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. All spectators, players, and coaches, no matter what their personal feelings or loyalties, should display respect for them. At this time, please rise and remove your caps as we pay honor to America with the playing of the national anthem by the high school choir under the direction of Mrs. Elizabeth Bangs. The proper respect is to stand at attention and place your right hand over your heart. Veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag.
Well, we hope you could hear that. A very fine rendition of the national anthem by the Hoven High School Choir, including a couple of the volleyball players, Talon Roush and Addison Grease. So they're doing kind of double duty here tonight. I want to thank Mike Schlachter, who's running the board for us tonight, pushing all the buttons and making sure everything goes well. And Mike Hobart is going to rejoin me here in just a second. We're almost ready to go. The libero, Catherine Kilber, coming in now to replace number 7, Natalie Chrisman. Battler's not going with a libero tonight. And it looks like Talon Roush is going to open up the serving for the Battlers. And here we go. And that's Kilber to... And that one goes long, and Battlers get the first point. That's how this one starts. Roush will serve. We have out there number 5, Guthmiller, number 10, Bowers, and number 15, Onken in the front row. And Roush gets an ace to make it 2-0. In the back row, we have number 11, Gabby Wald, number 16, Brianna Gaditz, and number 2, Catherine Kilber. Kilber to Bowers, and there's a kill. Kill for the Tigers.
Couldn't tell if that was that Guthmiller on that one?
I believe it was. Wald served that one. Larson dug it out to Gable. Cronin just gets it over the net. Wald. That's Guthmiller. Larson, Mankey hits it wide, so we're tied at 2 apiece. Number 11, Gabby Wald serving. Good serve there for an ace as Gable can't handle it.
Well, yeah, really tough serve to try to dig there, and she's still back there. So see if the Lady Battlers can make an adjustment to that.
3-2, Ipswich takes their first lead. Little more air under that one. Roush digs it to Larson to Cronin. She knew what to do with that one.
That's a good sign for the Lady Battlers if they can get Caden Cronin going early at the net. She'll be a tough presence all night long.
3-3. Zoe Menke to serve. And that's too long.
We have a couple teams tonight too that have just really, it's been a tough year for both. I see, Ipswich only has 3 wins on the season, although they did win their last time out against North Central, and the Battlers sitting at 5 wins on the year. So, 2 teams looking to build some momentum in their season as we get, we turn the page to October here in a couple days, and before we know it, we're going to be looking at region time. So, see if they can get on the winning track before then.
Number 4, Josie Knutson in to serve. Apparently a little bit of a problem with the net there. Also in number 3 is Riley Clefman. So Ipswich, they substituted a lot in the JV game, and it looks like they're going to do the same here in the varsity, which makes it tough on your old announcer here, because I'm not that familiar with the Ipswich players to begin with, and then they give me double the number. But we'll do the best we can. Menke to Larson, gets it over. And Guthmiller with the kill.
And I couldn't tell, Ava Larson put it over on the second hit that time. I couldn't tell if that was intentional or if it was just a miss hit when she was trying to set up Cronin.
But Guthmiller with a very athletic play to get that kill. And the Battlers can't handle that. Gable can't get it over. So Ipswich running out to a 6-3 lead. And the Battlers have been plagued by slow starts all year long, it seems like.
No, and we saw the same in the JV tonight.
Yeah. We'll see if they can get it going now. Larson to Cronin. Comes right back to her, but the Battlers, well, they say 4 hits, so apparently that was not blocked. It just didn't get over the net.
Yeah, and it was hard to tell. I think that's the right call. I think her attempt at a kill went into the net.
7-3. Knutson still serving. Roush, Larson, Menke. Oh, an attempted back row kill, but that's too long. And Ipswich gets out to an 8-3 lead. And Battlers call a timeout early in the first set. So we'll take 1-2, and we'll be back after this.
The foundation. The foundation for how we do business.
We are back as the Battlers called timeout to try to regroup here a little bit and try to stop Ipswich's momentum, because Ipswich has run off to an 8-3 lead here early on. Josie Knutson, who played a lot in the JV game, serving here. Menke digs it out, gets it to Larson. Cronin, there we go. Larson with a fine set, and when you give Caden a good set, she knows what to do with it.
Yeah, and you can tell that's the play that the Battlers want, and if you can set up Cronin with a chance for a kill, that's going to be high percentage for points for the Battlers.
Ava Larson serving. And Gaditz gets it to Menke, and again those rafters come into play.
And that's unfortunate, because that was a ball that Menke actually controlled pretty well.
And the point goes to Ipswich, 9-4. Ipswich wearing the gray uniforms in the varsity. Menke digs it out. Finley Hine, who came in, gets it to Cronin, and that's too strong. So we've got the C.W. McCall score here, 10-4. And there's an ace as Menke cannot handle the serve from Knutson. Excuse me, that is not Knutson, that's Marley Guthmiller serving. Her first ace. Menke handles that one, gets it to Hine, hits it too far over the net. Cronin hits it back to him. Emma Schlachter with the kill try, and it works. They partially blocked it, but couldn't do anything with it. So Schlachter's first kill.
Yeah, much needed play there. That was extend the momentum here a little bit.
11-5, Cronin served. And that was Wald getting it to Knutson. Gaditz. Menke saves it. To Hine, back to Menke. Kleffman. Schlachter with the dive. Cronin gets it back to Schlachter, who gets it back over the net. Knutson sets up Chrisman, and there's a kill for Natalie Chrisman.
Yeah, Finley Hine into the game, the young 8th grader, just couldn't quite handle that one. And 12-5, and as you mentioned, the Lady Battlers just seemed to really kind of struggle with that start. Now, if there's some good news to that, I mean, the JV started pretty slow, and they came back and played really well their second 2 sets and end up winning that match. So hopefully we can, and just some of the unforced errors, if they can clean that up, they're going to be right back in it.
Jada Giese making her first appearance, and Reagan Bowers in to serve. Cronin digs it to Hine, to Schlachter. And Schlachter with her second kill of the night. If we could get Emma going, that would help a lot too.
Well, and it just, for the Ipswich side, you just have to be able, when you can have to respect more than one striker up there, more than one threat, then it's...
Schlachter serves. And that's too strong by Marley Guthmiller.
Yeah, just a little bit tougher to defend when you have multiple threats out there.
That's for sure. 12-7, Schlachter serving. Guthmiller to Bowers. And Wald got it over. Menke with a diving save. Schlachter gets it over. Chrisman, Menke with another dive. Cronin, too strong.
Yeah, just mishit that one, and a couple really nice digs for Zoe Menke to keep the play alive. So a little disappointing not to be able to finish that point, but you can see a little more energy out there, a little better play the last couple points.
Brianna Gaditz and Kaylin Onken come back in. Jada Giese is out, and so is Jody Knutson. A strong serve there by Brianna Gaditz, but a little too strong as it goes too long. 13-8, Battlers down 5. Greta Gable comes back in to serve, replacing Finley Hine. Gaditz to a kill for number 11, Gabby Wald.
And that one took a deflection, looked like. That's going to be... It would have been a tough play to make to begin with, but off the deflection, it's almost impossible to keep that in the air.
Chrisman serving. Cronin digs it. Menke. Larson gets it over. Good play there just to get it across by Ipswich. Menke. And that'll be a kill for Menke as a diving attempt by Brianna Gaditz doesn't get there.
And the Lady Battlers might have something in the middle of the court. I know that's where Emma Schlachter found a point a few plays ago too. So Menke able to find it there. We'll see if they keep
Kaylin Roush serving. Bowers, and there's a block by Cronin. Caden Cronin with the block there to get the point for the Battlers. Battlers back within 4 now at 14-10. Kaylin Roush serving. Gaditz, Bowers, Wald gets it over. Larson, Menke. They save it. Bowers, Guthmiller. Gable can't handle it. So Marley Guthmiller with the kill. And when I say Gable couldn't handle it, there aren't very many people who could have handled that one.
No, that was kind of a self-preservation attempt there, I think. And
Gabby Wald serving. Roush, Larson, Menke. It's Bowers to Wald. Guthmiller, too long. No, they say somebody was in the net or across the line, one of the two. So the point will go to Ipswich, 16-10. It seems to me that they're calling that a lot closer this year than they did last year. And I'm not saying that's wrong, just a change, I think. Schlochter tries to dig it out and does so. Schlochter with another dig. It gets into the rafters, though. And the rafters have not been kind to the Battlers tonight so far. Ipswich gets that lead back up to 7, 17-10. Battlers call their second timeout, and we'll be back after this.
Our initials, W-E, we. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
And we're back here in Holden, South Dakota. Alongside Mike Hobart, this is Jeff Adele. In the first set of the varsity match tonight, Battlers trailing 17-10. The Battlers won the JV match tonight in 3 sets. Really a pretty thrilling last set there as the Battlers took it in overtime 16-14. Gabby Wald is serving for Ipswich as they have run out to a good lead here in the first set, 17-10. We'll see if the Battlers can turn that around. Short serve, Menke gets it across, but too wide. And it's 18-10. Battlers need to stop it right here. It's getting to be a pretty big lead. Roush gets it across. Bowers to Guthmiller. Gable, Larson, Cronin, can't handle it. Mistimed her jump there, or swing anyway.
Well, that's 2 serves in a row that the Battlers have just had a hard time controlling. When they try to set it, it's going over the net on them.
Roush with that one. Larson sets up Cronin. Bowers with the dive. Guthmiller cannot hit it over the net. I'm sorry, it's Guthmiller, I'm told. So Guthmiller, I apologize for mispronouncing that. But the Battlers get a needed point there, 19-11. Menke serving. Kilber gets it to Bowers, but Bowers is not in a good position to handle that one. That was a tough one. So it's 19-12.
Not the hardest serve from Menke, but a good spot. Awkward position for the Lady Tigers to try to handle it and kind of got out of their formation.
Kilber can't handle that one. We'll give Menke an ace on that. 19-13. So Zoe getting something going here for the Battlers as they try to climb back into this first set. Dietz, Wald, Guthmiller into the net. So the Battlers cut it to 5. It was 9. See if they can keep it going. Menke serves. Kilber. Guthmiller. Menke serves it into the net. Larson gets it. Cronin with the good play, but it's too wide.
Well, that would have been a heck of a save there, and kind of an awkward dig for Menke. Got a little defensive and actually hit it with the bottom of her forearms and came shooting off of there. But Caden Cronin just about made a really nice save trying to pop that ball over the net. Just couldn't keep it in play.
Josie Knutson to serve now for Ipswich. 20-14 they lead. Roush. Larson sets up, hit it too far, but it worked. Nope, it stayed in. I thought maybe that was out, but I don't have a good angle on it all, and the line judge and the ref do. So that one's in.
And just another ball carrying too close to the net.
Yep, they've had that problem a few times tonight. Menke, Larson, Cronin. Saved by Clefman, and Dietz gets it. Menke tries to save it. Gable and Larson, yes, it's in. See if Ipswich can play it. They cannot. Sometimes you just have to get it back over the net, whatever way works.
Well, you kind of wonder, too, if sometimes when you see the opposing team kind of scrambling, if you just kind of let your guard down, assuming that point is yours, and then when it comes back over, you got to scramble yourself.
Ava Larson serves. Wald from the back row, but hits it into the net. 21-16. Finley Hine back into the game, replacing Greta Gable.
And the Lady Battlers have gained some gain some points either side of 20 here for Ipswich. Close the gap.
Knutson to Geditz. And Geditz with a kill. Her first of the night.
Went right into the block of Crow and just came down on the wrong side of the net for the Battlers.
22-16. Marley Guthmiller serves it into the net.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for Coach Osborne. He's trying to close the set out here, and the Battlers are making runs in between the Tiger serve and first one into the net.
Cronin serves it. Geditz. Good attempt by Rouse to play it off the net cord, but couldn't do it.
Got a line change coming for the Tigers.
That is a tough one when you're trying to play it out of the net when it hits the net cord like that. Jay DeGeese, one of the people back in. Reagan Bowers, another one. She's going to serve.
And then the libero Kilber back out there too. Need 2 points for the Tigers.
Menke, Hein to Roush, and 2 hits is called. Oh no, a lift is called, but whatever is called, it works as a kill for Taylon Roush and a point for the Battlers. 23-18. They've got to do it now if they're going to do it. Emma Schlachter to serve. She got on a good run last time. Kilber, and there's an ace for Emma Schlachter. Her first ace. 23-19. That's a start. You got to get them one at a time. Can't get a bunch if you don't get the first one. Wald to Bowers to Chrisman. Menke digs it out. They set up Menke, but it's blocked. Roush to Hein, back to Menke, gets it across, and that works. Not the hardest kill you'll ever see, but again, they don't give you style points. Battlers cut it to 3. Ipswich calls timeout. We'll be back after this.
Dakota Applicators can transform your space, whether it be a garage, basement, outside patio, or even your living quarters in the house with their concrete coatings. Epoxy Docs has a concrete coating that will fit your needs. Give Dakota Applicators a call at 605-290-0997 or go online to epoxydocsus.com. Dakota Applicators, a proud supporter of Potter County sports and activities.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. Agtegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your...
We are back. Emma Schlachter to serve for the Battlers. They're down 3. They've climbed back into it to an extent. They need to keep it going, though. Kilber, Bowers, and we have a point to the Battlers, and an illegal hit, a lift is called. Battlers get a break.
Yeah, unforced error for the Tigers.
23-21, Schlachter to serve. And that's too strong. Tough one there, but you just got to come right back. Ipswich will be serving for the set with Brianna Geditz. But if the Battlers can stave off this set point, they'll not be in too bad a shape, only down 2. So we'll see how it goes. Brianna Geditz to serve. And it's too strong. So the Battlers catch a break. Greta Gable coming back in for Finley Hein. 24-22, Gable will serve.
A few errors back and forth, and neither team putting points together right now, so see if the Battlers can come up with a 3-point run.
Serve is in. Bowers sets up Wall. It's tipped. But gets up into the rafters, and Roush gets it over. Geditz to Bowers to Onken. Larson to Menke. Geditz to Bowers to Chrisman. That was Chrisman, and she hit it into the net.
And good point there. Unfortunately, my math was wrong. Got to win by 2, so it's going to take 4 points in a row for the Battlers, but that's the first.
Gable gets it in play. That's the main thing at this point. Bowers. And it is in. A A kill for Gabby Wald, and that takes care of the first set. So a good comeback by the Battlers, but it falls a little bit short. Ipswich holds on to win 25-23. That's only the first set. You've got to take 3 sets to win, so the Battlers will try to come back in set number 2, and we'll have it for you right after this.
And is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
We are back for set number 2 here from Hoban alongside Mike Hobart. This is Jeff Adele. Some of the football boys were having some fun over on the other side there during the break. Sorry you missed out on that. It must be jersey night tonight. I see a lot of jerseys there, mostly football, but some basketball as well.
Yeah, a Vancouver Grizzlies jersey. That's got to be hard to find these days.
Well, Bears are cool after all. Emma Schlachter is serving. Or no, I've got the wrong side. That's Natalie Chrisman serving. And a good attempt by Schlachter to try to get there. They almost made a basket with that one. Unfortunately, that would not have given the Battlers 2 points. But Natalie Chrisman serves, and Ipswich gets off the first lead, but then she serves one long, so now we're tied 1-1.
And see if the Battlers can take advantage of it. You know, you mentioned the first game too, and even back to the JV. It's just kind of been cursed by those slow starts, and you're down 1 point. So see if they can build a little lead here.
Taylor Rouse serving. Gaditz, Bowers, and pushed across by Wald, and that works. Caught the Battlers a little bit flat-footed there on that one. 2-1 Ipswich. But there's always a hole in the defense someplace. You just have to be able to find it. And Wald did a very good job of finding it. Chrisman serves. Menke to Larson, back to Menke. Blocked! And I believe that was Onken that blocked that one, number 15.
Onken and Guthmiller both went up. Hard to tell which one got it, but that's a side-by-side. There's not a whole lot to aim for there.
Yeah. So 3-1 Ipswich. And Gabby Wald serving. Roush hits it across. Guthmiller hits it into the net and then hits it again. And I'm no volleyball expert, but I know you can't do that.
No, can't do that one.
3-2. So Zoe Menke serving to tie it back up. Serve is good. Bowers gets it to Onken. Schlachter to Larson, back to Schlachter. Gaditz digs it out to Bowers. Guthmiller. Partially blocked. Gable gets it to Larson. Menke gets it across. Gaditz. And Onken gets it across. Roush. Larson. Cronin. Gaditz into the net. Can they get it out? Yes, they do. Onken gets it across. Gaditz. And Cronin hits it in. So a close one there, just barely in by Cronin, her 4th kill.
Yeah, it's on the far side. It's hard for us to tell. It was close.
Menke serves. Bowers, Guthmiller. Larson, so Guthmiller gets a kill. That's her 4th. Marley Guthmiller playing well tonight.
And she and Wald's got a few kills, and so definitely a couple players up there that can score. Guthmiller's probably the most consistent one that they've put up there.
Riley Clefman and Josie Knutson come in. Knutson serving. And Gable tries to play it, perhaps shouldn't have, but that will go as a ace for Knutson.
Yeah,
first.
I think she actually went to the court and was looking at the line, realized that one was probably going to be out.
Gable to Larson to Menke. That's too strong, so Ipswich running back out to a 6-3 lead. Ipswich playing a lot of players. They have 10 players that they keep switching in and out, which is wonderful if you can do it. Knutson serving. Menke, Larson, Cronin gets it across, and that'll work.
A little more delicate touch on the kill for Caden Cronin that time than we're used to seeing, but just a big point for Potter County. It seemed like it was maybe starting to slip a little bit where you might give up a bigger lead. Right now you're holding it at 2 and give Ava Larson a chance to serve.
Finley Hine back in for Greta Gable. Wald, Knutson, Guthmiller. They say it's tipped. So the point is going to go to the Battlers, to the Tigers. I didn't see who tipped it. I'm not questioning the call. I just didn't catch who it was. 7-4. Guthmiller serving. Menke can't handle it. There's an ace for Marley Guthmiller. 8-4, and the Battlers call timeout. So Ipswich taking an 8-4 lead in set number 2, and we will be back after this message.
We hope you are all enjoying. We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes.
Well, the football boys are trying to keep the crowd fired up. Marley Guthmiller doing a good job of that for Ipswich because she's playing very well. Larson handles that serve. Hine, Menke from the back row, and it's wide. 9-4.
You mentioned a moment ago, how many girls the Tigers are running out there. There doesn't seem to be a huge drop-off. For their second string or whether they're putting out, they're all performing.
Hine sets up Cronin. Good dig by Guthmiller. And Clefman got it across. Hine to Cronin. And Knutson can't handle that one. So there's a kill for Cronin. That's her 6th. Battlers need to get her going. She's going to serve now. Again, there's that thing. Just seems like so many times after the person who gets the kill gets the serve next. Knutson to Chrisman. Menke digs it out. Schlachter. Kaditz tries to get it over and does. Cronin to Hine. To Roush. It's blocked by Chrisman. Battlers get it back though. Knutson. Guthmiller. No, it was Clefman, excuse me. Here's Knutson. Kaditz. Cronin with the dig there. Hits the ceiling. And not the ceiling, it hit a vent up there.
Well, you mentioned earlier the rafters haven't been too kind to the Lady Battlers tonight.
Yeah. But part of that is the strong hits by the Ipswich. Our digs tend to go up there. And
absolutely.
Ipswich's digs haven't very often gotten up that high. 10-5. Bowers serving, Reagan Bowers. Larson. Hine can't handle it.
Tigers have opened up a 6-point lead now, so Battlers, they just called a timeout, so you got to be careful here not to let that lead get too far away.
That's one of those same in basketball. You want to save your other timeout, but at the same time, if the lead gets too big, it isn't going to do you any good anyway. Cronin tries to dig that one and got it too close to the net and too low, and Hine really couldn't do much with it. Battlers really struggling on the return of serve tonight. And, of course, some of that the very good serves by Ipswich. Bowers with the serve there. Menke to Hine. Roush. There's a kill for Taylor Roush.
Yeah, one of the better kills we've seen from Taylor Roush. I think that's her second one tonight, and she had to get through a block to get the point on that one. So a nice kill for Taylor.
Yeah, if Taylor could get going, that would help a lot too. Schlochter serves it into the net. Coming back in are number 15, Kaylin Onken. We have number 8 into the game now. We hadn't seen her before, Jaden Stiles.
Coming into serve, looks like.
So an 11th player used by Ipswich. Schlochter to Hine to Gaditz. It's blocked. Cronin, Hine. Schlochter gets it over. Onken. Roush and Chrisman battle for it, and Chrisman wins the battle.
Tigers have had a pretty good presence at the net, especially in the second set between Chrisman and Onken up there. They're hard to get it through.
And there's a serve with a little too much power by Jaden Stiles. She'll come back out now, and Brianna Gaditz comes in. Retta Gable comes in for the Battlers, and Finley Hine goes out. Scoreboard says 14-6. I think it's 14-7. I don't think they recorded that last point. Gable serving. Goose Miller to Bowers. Chrisman. Schlochter. There's Menke. There's one that got into the rafters, but it kind of went in between everything. But it still works out for the Battlers.
Yeah, definitely didn't change direction.
Battlers get a little closer at 14-8. It's a start. See if they can keep it going. Gable serves. And there's hit it back, and Menke blocked. It goes out. And so Menke with the kill. Her third.
Onken back at the net again, but couldn't control that one. Goes off to the side, so we're down to a 5-point lead now for Ipswich.
Gable. Goose Miller with the dig to Bowers. Back to Goose Miller. Schlochter to Larson. Menke. Gaditz. Goose Miller, can they get it across? Yes, they do, but it hit the rafter. The rafter went for the Battlers that time. If it hits the rafter or comes back on your own side, you can continue playing it, but if it goes to the other side, it's considered out. 14-10. Gable still serving.
I learned something. I didn't know that.
A little tip by Wald. Menke to Larson. Back to Menke. Gaditz. Chrisman gets it over. Schlochter. Larson. Roush. Goose Miller. Bowers. And there's a kill for number 11, Gabby Wald. Has again the rafters coming into play. 15-10. Battlers kind of got back into it. If they can get it right back, they're still in this thing. Chrisman serves. Cronin. Gable. Menke gets it across. Gaditz. Bowers. And Goose Miller got over. Cronin to Larson to Menke. Gaditz, Bowers, Wald. Cronin can't handle it. Kill for Wald.
Yeah, another strong kill there for Ipswich. Wald getting on top of it, and pretty consistent serves coming from Chrisman, so open up to a 6-point lead again.
Chrisman serves. Cronin to Larson to Menke. Hits the net cord, goes over. Bowers, Onken. It's in.
And I couldn't quite tell if Menke was trying to make a play on that one or trying to stay out of the way, but the ball was in. Looks like we're going to get a timeout for the Battlers again.
Yes, 17-10 in the second set. We'll be back.
In your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Vilas Pharmacies in Gettysburg, Highmore, and Oneida are an independent family-owned business that exists to improve the quality.
17-10. Ipswich took the first set 25-23 as the Battlers fell behind early and came back. They're going to have to make a big comeback again to get into this thing. Natalie Crispin serves off the net court. Menke to Larson, back to Menke, and we have a lift called on Menke.
It was close. I've seen worse, but it probably was a lift.
Yeah, I can't argue with the call. Crispin serving. Schlachter to Larson, Menke, and that one goes wide. 19-10.
Yeah, and even come out of the timeout, lose a couple points here. It's starting to slip a little bit. See if we can get a stop.
Natalie Crispin serving. Schlachter to Larson. Roush gets it over. And that's a kill for Roush as Gaditz really couldn't handle it. Her third kill, 19-11. Taylor and Roush will drop back to serve. They set her up to serve at the start of the game, so they obviously have confidence in her serving. Kilber, Bowers, Guthmiller. Schlachter with a dive. Larson gets it across. And there's a lift called against Guthmiller.
Really nice play by Larson that time. Not only make the play, but stay out of the net. She was walking a tightrope there and got the job done.
19-12, Battlers back within 7. Roush serves it, Kilber. And there's an ace for Taylor Roush, her second ace. 19-13, back within 6. Roush still serving. Kilber. Guthmiller gets it across. Gable. Larson will set up Cronin. Gaditz. Bowers. Onken. Schlachter saves it. Menke got it across. Guthmiller to Bowers. Back to Guthmiller and into the net. So the Battlers within 5, 19-14.
Block from Cronin and the Battlers that time. We've seen a few blocks on the Ipswich side. That's one of the few we've seen so far for Potter County.
Roush serves. Kilber. Gaditz. Guthmiller gets it over but too far. So the Battlers within 4, 19-15. And Ipswich is going to call timeout and talk about it. Battlers coming back. We'll come back too after this message.
For their customers and to make their community great. At Vilas Pharmacies, they work hard to ensure their pharmacists and staff not only assist customers with their needs, but build good relationships that will last for the long haul. If you want a first-class pharmacy experience from a South Dakota independent pharmacy, you've come to the right place. Vilas Pharmacy, a community pharmacy designed for you.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts...
We are back. Battlers have cut it from 9-4. They've got to keep that momentum going coming out of the timeout. Roush serves. Wald, Bowers, Guthmiller. Roush digs it. Larson to Menke. Gets it across. Gaditz to Bowers. To Guthmiller. And it's blocked by Cronin but goes out of bounds. So Guthmiller gets the kill.
Yeah,
And it is 20-15.
Looked like Cronin only went up with one arm that time.
Gabby Wald serving. Schlochter digs it. Larson to Cronin. Bowers got it over. Larson gets it back. Onken to Bowers to Guthmiller. Blocked by Cronin. That's what the Battlers need.
Yeah,
7 kills for Cronin tonight.
Kind of hanging around that 4-point range. 4 to 5 points. As long as they can keep it there, you still have a chance to go on a run.
Zoe Menke serves. Bowers, Guthmiller. Well, I didn't think it got over the net anyway, but whatever the call is, it goes the Battlers' way.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure either. We had a play like that for Cronin on the Battler side earlier that they called 4 hits.
Menke serves. Kilber can't handle it. Good effort there by number 10, Reagan Bowers. But it goes for naught. We'll give Menke an ace on that, her second. And it's 2018. Battlers only down 2. See if Menke can keep it going. Good serve. Kilber. Bowers. Onken. Roush can't handle that one. So there's a kill for Onken. Ipswich stems the tide momentarily. Coming back in are Knutson and Kleffman. Going out are Bowers and Onken.
Looks like we're going to get Knutson to serve. She played well in the JV game.
She did, and they generally bring her in to serve here. Battlers down 3, 21-18. Roush to Larson. Cronin gets it across, but it's out. 22-18. Battlers need to stop it right here. Knutson serves. She does a very good job of serving tonight. And I jinxed her, I guess. So that's what Warren would say anyway. Warren LeBeau, my usual partner here, would say that I jinxed her. Well, and I always say if I can affect what happens down there by what I say up here, the athletic department needs to put me on the payroll. Ava Larson serving. And there's an ace for Ava Larson as Gaditz can't handle it. Her first ace comes at a good time. Battlers down 2, 22-20.
Get another timeout.
And Ipswich calls another timeout. That's their last. So we'll take it too, and we'll be back after this.
Unleash your potential at Northern.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
We are back. Battlers trying to make a big comeback. They were down 19-10. They have gotten 10 of the last 13 points to cut the lead to 2 at 22-20. But they need to keep the momentum going. They can't afford to have a let up now. Both teams out of timeouts. Ava Larson serving. Wald to Knutson to Kleffman. Finley Hine gets it to Schlochter, gets it across. Kilber. There's Knutson. And Kleffman attempt to block by Cronin, but she can't get it. Riley Kleffman with her first kill of the game. 23-20.
Both teams starting to make an adjustment to that block. Expecting a little bit more hitting off to the side. That's 2 now that we've seen come off the side of Cronin's arm.
Marley Guthmiller serves. Menke to Hine. Cronin gets it over. Just barely. And they get it back, but they can't. Battlers can't handle it. Chrisman didn't hit it hard, but hit it in a spot where the Battlers weren't expecting it. She gets her third kill, and it's set point.
Well, kind of a mistake for Hine there, too, playing a ball behind her.
Larson, Hine, Menke, too strong. So the Battlers again fall behind early, again make a good comeback, but fall short. That's been the story of both these sets. Ipswich takes set number 2, 25-20. We'll be back with set 3 after this.
Schlachter Lumber in Gettysburg is a proud supporter of Gettysburg and surrounding community sports and activities. Schlachter Lumber has been serving the area since 1888. When it comes to building, come to Schlachter Lumber. They carry Valspar paints, Midland garage doors, Marvin windows, a large variety of Milwaukee tools. Schlachter Lumber services and repairs all kinds of tools and compressors. They're happy to provide you with a free estimate too. Call Schlachter Lumber at 605-765-9417. Proud to be a part of bringing you this game. Schlachter Lumber in Gettysburg.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Upcoming Battler sports. Tomorrow night, the football team goes to Leola Frederick. That game we played in Frederick as the Battler football team tries to get on the winning track. Saturday, the Battler volleyball team is in Redfield for a tournament. Battler cross country team is in Highmore for a meet there. Monday night, the JV football team is in Faulkton and the middle school football team is in Stanley County. Our next action here over the Battler airwaves will be Tuesday night as the Battlers host Harriet Selby area in volleyball. That's in Gettysburg. Wednesday, there's a cross-country meet in Gettysburg. It's the conference meet, and that will also be on these airwaves. And a week from Friday, the Battler football team is back in action against Harriet Selby area. That's in Harriet. So lots of sports coming up here. And Mike, you were mentioning the purple ribbons that people are wearing tonight.
And I don't know if folks can see those out there anywhere, but I see that the coaches wearing them, players wearing them, and that's just a purple ribbon tonight, and that's representative of pancreatic cancer, and just thinking of Coach Smith and the battle that he has on his hands right now. And the folks here in Hovind put on a pasta supper tonight as a fundraiser, free will donation to support he and his family. So definitely our thoughts are with Coach Smith and hope for the best for him.
Yes, Vern Smith, the longtime Battler football coach and athletic director, and as you know, battling serious health issues, and we certainly keep him in our prayers, and we hope you do too. We're ready for set 3. Talon Roush ready to serve. Kilber, Bowers, Onken, dug out of there by Menke, and Menke gets it back to get it across. Bowers, Kilber, Guthmiller, and Guthmiller gets the kill. That's her 6th kill of the night. And 1-0 lead for Ipswich. The Battlers need to avoid digging themselves a hole early. They've done that the first 2 sets. They've come back and made a match of it, but they've dug themselves into a big hole. Gabby Wald serving. Menke gets it across, but blocked. But the Battlers get it back. Cronin. There's Guthmiller. Onken. And Roush can't handle it. Onken with the kill. Her 4th of the night.
Brianna Gadich really saved that point for Ipswich. Really nice dig on the backside and a good ball from Cronin. But like you said, it's a really quick 2-0 deficit.
Wald hits one into the net, so there's a break for the Battlers. They get on the board at 2-1. Zoe Menke to serve.
And when you're down two games or 2 sets already, it really is a point at a time mentality for Potter County.
And there's a free point right back for Ipswich as they exchange serves into the net, 3-1. Kleffman and Knutson come in. I'm guessing Knutson will be serving. That's usually what they do when she comes in, and that's what they're going to do here. Josie Knutson, she has served very well tonight. Not a lot of aces, but keeps putting it in play, and it's tough ones for the Battlers to handle. Schlachter to Larson, back to Schlachter. Good dive there to save that one. And Gadis with the kill. As the Battlers couldn't handle it. I think it was Wald that made that dive there. I couldn't tell for sure.
A nice effort for Emma Schlachter getting over into the stands and making a play on the ball, but too far out of reach.
Knutson serving, up 4-1. Roush, Larson. Cronin gets it across. Wald, Knutson. Kleffman hits it too far. So the Battlers get a point, 4-2. Finley Hine comes back in for Greta Gable.
Ava Larson to serve, so it got a chance to turn the tables here a little bit.
Knudsen, Guthmiller, Larson digs it to Hine. Menke from the back row. And there's a back row kill for Zoe Menke, her 4th of the match. 4-3, Battlers within 1. Larson to serve. Kilber, Knudsen, Clefman, too strong again. Clefman's done that a few times tonight, just hitting it a little bit too hard. 4-4, Battlers back even.
Good chance for Potter County to build a lead early in the match for the first time.
Larson, Kilber digs it out to Knudsen, Gaditz, Menke tips it up. Hine, Schlochter's hit right back to her, and the Battlers get a point. As they say that Guthmiller was in the net.
And I thought that was maybe going to be the call on Cronin. I was kind of surprised to see it go the other way.
Could very well have gone either way, I think, but the Battlers get the break. Whoa. It's out, but it was tipped.
It took a tip, yep, right at the net.
So that one goes to Ipswich, and we're back even 5-5. Marley Guthmiller to serve. Good serve there, just over the net. Menke digs it out. Roush gets it across. And Clefman with the kill that time. Riley Clefman, her second kill.
Really, the service for both teams has been pretty solid tonight. We haven't seen a lot of unforced errors.
Guthmiller off the net cord, and if you could make it do that every time you wanted to, you'd be unstoppable.
Just teach that, coach that. Just aim for the white line.
It's sort of like saying to a pitcher, if you could put it on the black every time, they'd never hit you. But there's another ace.
And Guthmiller really has been probably their most solid all-around player, but she's been really good back at the serve.
She's had 4 aces so far tonight. Menke gets that one to Hine, to Cronin. And Gaditz can't handle it. So Cronin with a kill, her 8th. And this, I don't believe we've seen this player before, Charlie Rowden, number 1.
She was the libero back in the JV match. But you're right, I think this is the first time we've seen her in the varsity.
Knudsen. And a good play there by Chrisman to get it over. Roush. Gaditz. Cronin off the rafters, and Gaditz with another kill. That's her 4th. 9-6.
A really solid strike for Gaditz. Got a couple more subs coming for Ipswich. Looks like Giese back in.
Yes, and Reagan Bowers as well. You know, you mentioned earlier that there was no drop-off when they substituted. When I look at the stats here, there's no one player that's dominating. I mean, we've mentioned Marley Guthmiller, and she's played well, but she doesn't really dominate the stat sheet or anything. Reagan Bowers hits that one into the net, so a break for the Battlers. They're down 9-6. They just have, 10, 11, 12 players who can all play. And that's a wonderful thing when you've got it.
And when you see a team like that with only 3 wins on the season, it kind of surprises you.
Well, they're a young team. They don't have any seniors on the team.
Right, yeah.
And so I would assume that they have been improving right along here. They beat North Central, which is a good team, in their last game. So.
Yeah, and I think that was 3-2, so a tough match for them the other night.
And there's one into the net for Jalen Stiles. Brianna Gaditz will come back in for her. Battlers trail by 3, 10-7. Greta Gable will come in for Finley Hine, and Gable will serve.
And we've seen Gable and Hine back and forth, and same for Stiles for Ipswich, is pretty much into serve.
Chrisman, Bowers, Onken, too strong, so the Battlers cut the lead to 2 at 10-8.
Good spot for Gable, found the corner that time, and it made it hard for Ipswich to set up a play.
Gaditz to Bowers. Wald gets it across. Menke. There's Rodden. Chrisman. Menke saves it. And Larson. Back to Menke. Bowers. Gaditz. Wald can't handle it. Now that was a tough one to handle. I didn't mean to sound like she had messed up there. That was a tough one to handle.
Yeah, that was coming over her head and trying to play it back over her right shoulder. That was going to be tough the whole way.
And the Battlers have tied it at 10. See if they can get the lead. Bowers, Onken, Menke, Larson back to Menke. And that's good. Menke with her fifth kill of the night, and the Battlers get the lead.
And that might have been her best one. Had something on it and found the center of the court just inside the line.
That's been a rare thing for the Battlers to have the lead tonight. They've been playing from behind most of the night. Gable serving. Gaditz digs it out. Wald gets it across. Cronin with the dig. Can they play it out of the net? No. Tough one to play. It's always tough to play it out of the net. And we're back even at 11.
I always kind of wonder, too, some of those taller players, it seems like it's a little bit tougher for them to make the plays on some of those digs. Just hard to get down to the floor.
Yeah. Schlachter to Larson. Menke, too strong. So the Battlers' lead didn't last very long. Ipswich back ahead 12-11. No, they say it was tipped. So a late change in the call. We have a tip. And Ipswich coach Trent Osborne asking who tipped it.
If that call came from a line judge?
Yeah, I did not see who called that, but the Battlers will take it, and they're back up by 1, 12-11. Taylor Roush serving. Bowers to Onken. Larson. Cronin. And there's a kill for Cronin. Her 9th. Battlers up by 2, 13-11.
And really for one of the first times tonight, some confidence on the side of the Battlers where they've been able to build a lead. And
Rouse serves it. Kilber, Bowers, Guthmiller, too strong. Battlers up 3.
Coach Larson, the line judge, had a pretty good look at that one, flying right at her.
That's for sure. Ipswich calls timeout. We'll take it 2. Battlers up 3 in the third set. We'll be back.
I love the small town feel of everybody being welcoming and knowing who you are. You know that you can walk in anywhere and be greeted, and people want to have conversation with you.
Shopping with us locally and filling your prescriptions here at Vilas is a huge benefit to our healthcare system. It keeps our revenue local. It's just a great benefit to our entire community.
We have drop-off points in Oneida, Selby, and Tobin. Customers can call their refills in and we get their prescriptions ready, and then we send them out to the different stores.
Why am I? We are back in set number 3 in Holden here in the Purple Palace. Battlers up 14-11. I think this is the latest in a game that the Battlers have ever been ahead, because they've been playing from behind most of the night. Well, they need to keep the momentum going out of the timeout. Taylor Roush to serve. Kilber, and they can't dig it out of the net, so we'll give Roush an ace, her 3rd. Battlers stretch the lead to 4, 15-11.
And Roush has had a pretty strong game. Haven't called her name a whole lot, but she's done some good things tonight.
Another good serve. That's Wald to Bowers. Onken. Dig by Schlachter. Cronin gets it across, but they say that's a lift. Some of the bleacher referees didn't think so, but the ones with the blue shirts are the only ones that count. 15-12.
And a really nice dig by Schlachter that time.
Yes, it was. Gabby Wald serving. And that's too strong. So the Battlers get it back and get a 4-point lead back at 16-12.
Menke had a good run of serve in the second set.
Zoe serves it. Kilber, Guthmiller, and Onken gets it across. Cronin to Larson, back to Cronin. Blocked. Battlers still playing it though. Schlachter, good diving save by Wald, but excuse me, that was Geditz that did the diving save.
Really good play on both sides that time, and the block just wasn't quite good enough.
17-12. Kilber can't handle it, and Menke has found an opening here a couple of times, getting it. They've had to dive just to keep it in play, and Ipswich calls their last timeout. Battlers up 18-12 in set number 3. And we will be back after this message.
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
And we're back in the third set. The first time all night the Battlers have had a solid lead in the varsity match. They're up 18-12. And the football boys getting into it too. And so we'll see if the Battlers have to keep their focus now, keep that momentum going, because we've seen Ipswich can get on a roll pretty quickly. So Menke to serve. Wald, Bowers, Guthmiller, and that's too long. So the Battlers up 19-12.
Well, Coach Osborne can only, he's used both timeouts, so you're just hoping your players can come together.
Oh, and that one, the net cord was not kind to Zoe on that one.
And that is a tough break. Zoe's been really consistent with the serve tonight, finding the center of the court. Before the timeout, they were finding that center in the back.
Yep.
The Barrow Kilber was back there, and she was having a really hard time trying to handle that serve. So a big one to lose for the Battlers.
Kleffman and Knutson back in. Josie Knutson to serve. Menke digs it. Larson, Cronin. Oh, and Cronin knew what to do with that.
And that's one of the few kills that Cronin's had at the net that was uncontested. Nobody there to block that time, so an open shot for him.
And a fine set by Ava Larson, too, and that means so much when you're trying to get that kill. Finley Hine back in for Greta Gable. Larson serving. Kilber, Knutson, Geditz, Menke, and, an illegal hit by Zoe Menke. She's wondering what she did wrong. But the call is going to stand. There's no replay. 20-14. And Guthmiller is serving. I must have miscalled it when I said Knutson because it's Guthmiller. And there's Cronin gets it across. Guthmiller to Geditz. Larson. Hine. Cronin gets it across. Knutson. Wald. Geditz. Too strong.
Really good opportunity now with a 7-point lead sitting at 21 points, so the pressure definitely on Ipswich.
Caden Cronin to serve. Wald, Knutson, and there's Guthmiller from the back. Cronin gets it to Hine. Roush. Knutson, and little miscommunication there on the Ipswich side. 22-14.
Chrisman out there, we haven't really seen as much of her as the match has gone.
And Guthmiller to Geditz hits it over, and Menke with the dive can't handle it. Geditz with her 5th kill. And
coming a little slow to get up. Doesn't look like there's an injury or anything. Just a little frustrated.
DC Bowers and Kilber all came back in. So like half a line change there for the Tigers.
And they've done that a few times tonight. It's a testament to them that doesn't really affect their continuity a whole lot. It doesn't seem to.
Bowers serving. Cronin, Hine, Schlachter, Wald, and again miscommunication on the part of the Tigers between Bowers and Guthmiller.
And really, this is the first time that Ipswich has been down much in this match, and so maybe a little bit of pressure, a little nerves getting to the Tigers, especially trying to finish out that third set.
Schlochter serving. Battlers need two. Guthmiller gets it over. Hine back to Menke. Bowers to Guthmiller. Wald hits it over. Menke to Hine to Roush. Guthmiller. Bowers, and Wald just got a little bit lost on the court there. Was trying to get it over, but thought she was a little closer to the net than she was, I think. And the Battlers,
either she was trying to get it over or miscounted the hits, and it didn't really look like it was a set, though.
Emma Schlochter serving for the set, and there's an ace. Emma Schlochter, her second ace, comes at a good time. The Battlers take set number 3, 25-15, so we will go at least 4 sets tonight. Battlers have come back strong here. We'll see how it goes in the next set after these messages.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
And we are back here for set number 4. The Battlers losing the first 2 sets to Ipswich. Ipswich took the first one 25-23 and the second 25-20. Battlers came back strong to take the third set 25-15. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going in set number 4. Natalie Crispin will start the serving for Ipswich. Schlochter with the dig to Larson. Menke gets it across. Onken to Bowers, Guthmiller, and there's a kill for Marley Guthmiller. That's her 7th. And the first point goes to Ipswich.
And Guthmiller was kind of quiet in that third set, so you can tell the Tigers trying to get her going here to start the 4th.
Crispin serves that into the net, so the Battlers get on the board in set 4. We're tied 1 apiece. Kaylin Roush to serve for the Battlers. Kilber, Bowers, Guthmiller, Schlochter digs it out, Roush, Menke gets it over. Bowers, Guthmiller with the kill. And she is getting it going here early in the 4th set. 2-1 lead for Ipswich.
Well, right now that she's in the middle. You got Caden Cronin on the far side, so you don't have that presence at the net right now.
Gabby Wald serves. Menke. Larson sets up Cronin. Hits it into the block, but she gets it. So
Strong finish for Caden Cronin. And,
yes.
And, you know, it's 2-2, so we're seeing them trade points here to start the fourth.
Her 11th kill. Menke, Kilber, Bowers, Guthmiller, too strong. But it's tipped. It was tipped by the Battlers, so it's going to go over to Ipswich. Coming in once again for Ipswich, Clefman and Knutson. They get substituted together most of the time. And Knutson will serve. Ipswich leading 3-2. Wendy Roush having a bit of a conversation with the official, but
she wanted to know who tipped.
And there's an ace for Knutson, her second ace of the match. She hasn't had a lot of aces, but she served very well. The Battlers have been able to return them, but not in a very good position. Schlachter, Larson, Cronin gets it over. Kilber, Knutson, Gaditz, too strong.
Brianna Gaditz she's kind of struggled here the last few attempts. She's been sending a lot of these long now.
Finley Hine coming back in for Greta Gable. Ava Larson to serve, trying to tie it up here. Battlers down 1, 4-3. Clefman got it to Wald. Gaditz. Menke to Hine to Schlachter. It's in.
Right, she found
just in the corner.
Found the coffin corner down there, and it's
yes.
You couldn't set it out there any better.
No, a couple inches too farther out or a couple inches wider, and it would have been out. But she just found the corner. Larson serves as we're tied at 4. Kilber, Knutson, Clefman. Wald finds the opening. Gabby Wald, her 7th kill.
And that play from the back, I noticed that we did see Cronin across from Guthmiller that time and was able to get a block before that.
Chrisman back in, and there's a serve into the net from Arlie Guthmiller.
And that's big for the Battlers. Guthmiller's been good serving tonight, so an unforced error on her first serve.
And we're back even 5-5. Caden Cronin to serve. Knutson to Clefman. Knutson. And Wald hits it into the net. The Battlers get out front, 6-5.
Yeah, Taylor Roush with a block at the net that time.
Caden Cronin to serve. It's dug out of there by Guthmiller. And Knutson tried to set Gaditz, but she hits it into the net.
Maybe a little overcompensation there for Gaditz. Had a couple that went long, and this one she fails to get her over the net.
Cronin serves, and that's too strong.
Another line change for the Tigers.
Yes, coming in are Jada Giese, Reagan Bowers, and the libero Catherine Kilber. 7-6. Battlers up 1 in the 4th set. They trail 2-1. Reagan Bowers to serve. High pop fly serve. Cronin gets it to Hine, to Roush. Hine sets up Schlachter this time. Bowers up in the rafters, but it comes away, and Wald gets it. Schlachter blocked. Roush keeps it alive, but it goes out of bounds. So we're tied at 7. Bowers serving. Menke gets it. Hine. Roush. And Roush finds the spot in the back row. Hit it where they ain't, and that's what Taylor did. 4 kills for Taylor Roush. Battlers up 1, 8-7.
Definitely the most even set of the match so far. We've seen usually Ipswich jumping out to a pretty good-sized lead.
Schlachter serves it. Bowers, Wald, blocked by Roush, but nobody there.
Taylor just couldn't quite get enough of it, and then Finley Hine had a shot to keep it up, but just couldn't quite get underneath it.
So we're tied at 8. And coming back in are Jordan Stiles and Kalen Onken.
And Stiles has only been in to serve.
Menke up amongst the rafters. Battlers play it. Larson to Hine, gets it over. And Onken hits it too strong.
One of those hold your breath balls there, but it was the right read.
And you're right, Stiles was just in to serve as Gaditz comes back in for. Battlers lead at 9-8. Greta Gable coming back in for Finley Hine. Gable to serve. Battlers up 1. Be nice to stretch this lead out a little bit.
Yeah, both sides just trading points to this point.
Gaditz to Bowers, Wald, and Roush can't handle it. Tried to block it.
Yeah, it's a couple now that Roush hasn't quite been able to handle.
Wald with 9 kills. Chrisman serving, Natalie Chrisman, and there's an ace. Her first ace of the night. And from the Ipswich point of view, it couldn't have come at a better time. As they take a 10-9 lead here in set number 4. They lead 2-1. Chrisman serving. And Menke tries to play it and can't, so Chrisman with back-to-back aces. Might have been a little miscommunication there as to who was going to play that ball.
On those in-between balls, and Menke's concerned if she lets it go, it's going to drop. And
Cronin handles that one. Larson to Menke. Blocked. We're going to give that one to Onken. It might have been Wald, too.
Yeah, hard to tell. Gabby Wald was up there.
Yeah, they were both right there. And so Ipswich starting to build a lead here, 12-9. Battlers need to stop it right here. Schlachter with a diving save. Menke gets it to Roush. Gaditz, Bowers, Guthmiller, and Battlers will take that one as there was 4 hits.
Yeah, kind of a gift, really. Didn't seem like the Tigers were under a ton of pressure, but a lot better communication that time on the short serve. You actually heard a few players yelling short and able to make the play on it.
Roush serving, Battlers down 2. Gaditz with the dig to Bowers to Guthmiller, and that's wide.
Another good read by Emma Schlachter.
So the Battlers back within 1. Roush serving to try to tie it up. Kilber, Bowers, Onken, too long.
Quite a few balls hit out already in this 4th set for Ipswich. We haven't seen that through the first 3 sets, but I think that's 5 or 6 balls they've hit long.
We're tied as another good serve. Guthmiller, too long. Ipswich claiming a tip, and they say it was, and the referees agree. And the Battlers don't agree, but I don't think what the Battlers think is going to make any difference. So the point goes to Ipswich. It's 13-12. Wald with the serve, and there's an ace. Her second ace of the match, and Ipswich takes a 14-12 lead.
And the Battlers just have to keep their composure. They've had a few, close calls that haven't gone their way, and you can't let that affect your performance.
Yep, got to throw that out and play the next play. Larson to Cronin, and that is blocked. Larson tries to dig it out, but can't. (15-12). Wald still serving. Again, the Battlers need to stop it right here. Off the net cord, Roush to Larson. Menke gets it over. Bowers, Guthmiller, and gets it through the block of Cronin. Guthmiller with her 9th kill, and the Battlers call timeout. They trail 16-12 in this 4th set. We will be back after this.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Make sure your grass is always greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find the mower or utility tractor that will help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out the John Deere Z-Track mowers or take a load off with a new utility.
Battlers down 4. Wald serves. Menke. Larson sets up Menke. She gets it in, trying to find an open area, but Wald is there. Bowers tips it over, and she finds the open area. Her second kill. 17-12. Battlers need to stop the momentum, and the way you stop the momentum is to make a play.
Ipswich really finding some success in between the lines.
Wald serving. And Battlers get a break as Wald serves it into the net.
Yeah, they need that, especially at this point when you're sitting at 17 points for Ipswich. You don't want to let them creep towards 20, and with a 4-point deficit, this is manageable right here.
Menke, Kilberg, Cronin tried to kill it, but was a little farther from the net than she thought she was.
Yeah, she got caught in between. I think she originally went up looking to block that ball and then realized that it wasn't coming. Then she, at the last second, tried to kill it, and by that time she was below the net.
18-13. Josie Knutson to serve. 5-point lead for Ipswich. And Roush can't handle it. Knutson with her third ace of the game, of the night, I should say. 19-13. Battlers have made some good comebacks tonight. Even though they've fallen short, they're going to need one here in the fourth set. Roush to Larson. Menke from the back row gets it over. Guthmiller to Knutson. Guthmiller hits it into the net. Battlers needed that one. It's 19-14.
Yeah, really good play by Cronin there and a big stop because Roush was a little shaky there in the back, a little nervous. I think quite unsure how to play those serves.
Larson serves it to Kilber. Clefman. Guthmiller gets it across. Roush. Hine to Cronin. Gaditz. Knutson. Wald from the back row. Roush saves it. Larson, Hine rather. And that's Menke getting it across. Clefman. Larson with the dig. Hine to Schlachter, and Schlachter gets the kill.
Good volley, but a big point for Schlachter, making it a 4-point game again, and looks like we're going to have Ava Larson to serve.
Battlers down 4. Gaditz to Knutson, back to Gaditz. Roush saves it up in the ceiling. Larson to Schlachter, gets it over. Kilber, Knutson, and into the net from Clefman. Battlers within 3, 19-16. And Ipswich wants a timeout. So Battlers battling back. We'll take a break here and be back with the rest of it after this.
With attachments available to help you with your projects of all sizes. Go green this summer at C&B. Learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com.
Real tractors are green.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played.
We are back. Ava Larson to serve. Battlers down 3. They got to keep the momentum going. Kilber with the return to and a kill by Marley Guthmiller. As Cronin tried to block it, it fell on the wrong side of the net, at least from a Battler point of view. 10 kills for Guthmiller, 20-16, and Guthmiller serves. Menke, Hine, too far. Went into the net and nothing they could do about it.
Tough spot here, especially with Guthmiller serving. She's been good for the most part.
Menke with the dig. Roush. Cronin gets it across. That's all they can do with it. Chrisman, and it's not over yet. They get, 2 hits still for Cronin, and that's right. Good effort by the Battlers, and the Battlers want timeout. They're down 6. They've got to do it now if they're going to do it. So we will be back to let you know if they do after this.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
And there's the serve by Guthmiller. Battlers try to save it, but they can't. 23-16, and it's getting late on the Battlers now. They have made some fine comebacks. They're going to need one now. Marley Guthmiller.
Yeah, she's on a good run.
Menke. Hine sets up Cronin. Into a block, but that gets across. Chrisman got it over. Roush to Hine. Schachter, too strong.
I think they were hoping for a tip, but I don't think.
Battlers claiming a tip, but
I don't think they're going to get the call.
Falls on deaf ears. And Guthmiller serving for the match. Roush. Menke. Schachter gets it over. Guthmiller, Knutson. Guthmiller from the back, too strong. So the Battlers get a reprieve. They stave off one set point. They've got 7 more they've got to burn off here as they're down 24-17. Caden Cronin to serve. Gets it in play. Guthmiller to Knutson. Clefman. Cronin. Hine sets up Menke from the back. Guthmiller. Knutson. Sets up Gaditz. Larson. Hine gets it out of there, and Cronin hits it too far. So Ipswich takes set number 3, 25-17, and they take the match 3 sets to 1. Well, it was an interesting match tonight. Well played at times, not quite so well played at other times, which is typical of high school volleyball.
Sure.
Battlers played hard. They made some fine comebacks that fell short a couple of times. Dug some holes for themselves early in the first couple of sets.
Well, you had mentioned too, I mean, just the slow starts, they had a slow start in that first set and end up dropping that one and the second one. That just makes it really tough, and I know that happened to us the other night when we were playing down in Oneida. I think the girls won the first set and then dropped the next 3, so it's not that it's impossible to come back there, but it just makes it a whole lot easier on yourself when you can start with the lead in that first set and win a couple and put the pressure on the defense, and they just weren't able to do that tonight.
But there's more volleyball to come. The Battlers are back in action for volleyball on Saturday in the Redfield tournament. We'll hope that they have some better luck there. Mike, any final thoughts?
No, just we got the boys playing football tomorrow night up in Frederick, so we look forward to that. I plan on making the trip up to the northeast part of the state, and I know we got a good Leolda Frederick team playing tomorrow night, and the Potter County boys have been on a tough stretch, 3 tough opponents in a row, had a bye week last week, so we'll see if they can turn their fortunes a little bit. And like you said, we got a lot of Potter County's points coming up this weekend, cross country and volleyball Saturday, and a lot of opportunities to come out and see the Battlers next week too.
And so we'll go through some stats. My stats are totally unofficial, so if you read something different in your local paper, go with what the paper says. But Marley Guthmiller had 10 kills tonight and 4 aces. That kind of led the way, but Gabby Wald also a strong statistical night with 9 kills and 2 aces. Brianna Gaditz with 5 aces. And Josie Knutson did a lot of good things that aren't showing up in the stat sheet. So did Reagan Bauer. She was the setter most of the night. Kaylin Onken had 5 kills. So, and again, Ipswich played 12 players tonight. and most of them played quite a bit of the game. It wasn't just a token appearance. And that's a wonderful thing when you can do it. And they have a very young team, Ipswich. Of the 12 players who played, 6 are juniors, 6 are sophomores. They have no seniors on the team. So they seem to be improving right along. They may be peaking at the right time as we get closer to the tournaments. And next year they might have a really good team with all the experience these young players are getting.
Yeah, they're very athletic.
And the Battlers tonight, Caden Cronin had 11 kills to lead the way. Emma Schlachter, 4 kills and 2 aces. Zoe Menke, 5 kills and 3 aces. Zoe kind of a quiet night tonight. Taylor Roush, 4 kills and 3 aces. So that's how it is. Once again, just to go through the upcoming Battler sports events. Mike mentioned a couple of them here. But the Battlers tomorrow, the football team goes to Frederick to play Loyola Frederick. Saturday, the volleyball team is in Redfield to play in the Redfield tournament. Saturday, the cross-country team is in Highmore to run in that meet. Monday, the JV football team is in Falkton, and the middle school football team is in Stanley County. Our next action here over our airwaves will be on Tuesday night. The Battlers volleyball team will play Harriet Selby area in Gettysburg. And then we'll be back on the air again on Wednesday to cover the conference cross-country meet. That will be in Gettysburg as well. So a lot of Battler sports and some of it over these airwaves. Want to give another shout out to Warren LeBeau, my usual partner here. Thanks to Mike Hobart for filling in. You did an excellent job and we sure appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And thanks to Mike Schlachter for running the board tonight. But Warren, we do miss you and we hope you'll be back with us on Tuesday night. Want to see if I can pull up some other volleyball scores here tonight from across the state. Sometimes that comes in better than other times. In Class B, Phillip beat Sully Buttes in straight sets. They were all close, 25-22, 26-24, and 25-23. Elkton Lake Benton beat Arlington 3-1. Coleman Egan over Castlewood in straight sets. Millbank over Britton Heckler in straight sets. Wessington Springs had quite a match with Bridgewater Emory. Springs won at 3-2, with Springs winning the first, third, and fifth sets, and Bridgewater Emory winning the second and fourth. So that was quite a match. And Langford area beat Waubay Summit 3-2. Langford area winning the first, fourth, and fifth sets there as Waubay Summit won 2 and 3. Top-ranked Warner beat Harriet Selby area in straight sets. Platte Geddes over Lyman in straight sets. Florence Henry over Tri-State North Dakota in straight sets. Falkton area beat Aberdeen Christian 3-1. Kadoka area over Jones County in straight sets. Chester area over Beersford straight sets. Dubrick area over Oldham Ramona Rutland straight sets. Iroquois Lake Preston beat Del Rapids 3-1. Baltic over Viborg Hurley straight sets. Centerville over Wakanda straight sets. Esseline Hendricks over DeSmet straight sets. Gregory over Chamberlain straight sets. And Ethan defeated Freeman 3-1. So that's about all we have for tonight here. Again, thanks to Mike Hobart, thanks to Mike Schlachter, thanks to all of our sponsors. We sure hope that you will tell our sponsors how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Battler Sports. And Mike Schlachter's already putting the equipment away, so I'd better sign off. So thank you for watching tonight. Warren, we'll hope to see you Tuesday night. Have a great night, everybody, and may God bless. Good night.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Hey all family and friends, out watching our Potter County Battlers compete in tonight's game.
All of us at the Hoven Co-op are behind the athletes, giving it all they've got, every play of the game while striving for the win.
We are cheering for your success tonight.
Not only tonight, but in the classroom, on the farm, wherever your life takes you.
Good luck, Battlers, in tonight's game and all season long.
The Hoven Co-op is proud to support our area youth, the future of this community. Best of luck from the Hoven Co-op. Go Battlers!